will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hey guys, looks like your free ride's over, huh? Have fun living on the streets.
Okay, cool. Good chatting, you guys. What the? Who made that?
Make sure my button works. Woo!
That's
hey,
awesome.
everybody. Welcome to the Weekly Road
that?
Guys. Thank you, Jay. I did.
That's freaking awesome, dude. That's awesome.
You know, I wanted to do something a little bit different.
There. I was like, that's freaking awesome, bro.
Oh, yeah. Once you're on the show, I got to do it, man. You're familiar with Vets Talking, right, Adam?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I had him as Homelander for his first.
That's awesome. Good old Adam.
Going with the theme of the show, but yeah, man, I want to do something a little bit different, so I went with the whole instead of the cap cut with the bouncy heads, I decided to use the face like deep fake stuff. There's a lot of trial and error, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. So I've had a lot of fun with that. But we're at episode 37, joined by the one and only Jay Drunk3PO. Man, welcome to
Thanks
the
for
show.
the invite, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. And we actually got more people than I thought would be turning in tonight, being fight night. So I'm a little surprised by that. So I'm sure
I don't think Tyson's gonna fight till like 10:30. So
yeah,
you're right. Yeah, I think there's like 4 fights.
They do that on purpose.
Oh, I think 11. Well, I'm at the same time zone as Jay. I'm only north of you.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's like maybe 10:30, 11 Eastern. They'll probably go. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the show will be long done by then. But what are you guys' predictions? How do you think? See, I've been a Mike Tyson fan for like since I was a kid, so I'd like to see him win. I think I heard Nerdrotic say if this were a real fight, Jake Paul wouldn't stand a chance. But being in a structured boxing environment, I don't know.
So I've been watching all of Jake Paul's fights. So I'm saying round 3, Mike Tyson. So I think Jake picked Mike because the age difference. Jake only picks easy fights. So every fight he's had so far, every fight he had so far was MMA fighters who are not boxers, and he wins all those, of course. And then when he did lose, he lost to Tyson Fury's brother last time. He had to go up in weight. He's not a natural heavyweight, so he was slow and sluggish, and he was out of breath by round 3. And Tyson Fury's brother is not a good fighter. Well, he's a decent fighter, but he's like an average boxer. He wiped the floor with Jake Paul every single round, and the illusion of Jake Paul actually being that good was broken then. So if you haven't seen that fight, I say you judge it by that one for this one as well.
Okay. This fight it definitely gives me Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor a number of years ago. Even though
I remember that one.
Yeah, it was a fun fight, but it's like it was clear that Mayweather was gonna eat his lunch the minute he stepped in. I think it's the same thing because I mean, as good or not good, even if Jake Paul was actually good, when it comes to boxing, he has stayed in shape. Like Tyson has stayed in shape forever. Like that man's a brick wall. There's also nothing compares to experience either. He knows,
right? And that's another thing. Like with what he was saying, Jake's picking people that aren't experienced boxers. A lot of people forget boxing is a sport. It's not just, going at each other. It's an actual sport. And if you don't know how to do it, then you're not going to last. And Tyson's got just fucking 3 times the experience as Jake Paul just in his lifespan.
Like three lifetimes.
Jake, the other thing Jake does, he likes to weigh heavier than his opponents do. So that's why he bulked up so much. So he's going to be slower than you normally see him.
No, he was definitely slow last night when he got slapped. So
so because the other thing you do, because a lot of people complain about people grabbing all the time in boxing. Well, what the heavier guys doing is putting all their weight on the other opponent to make them tired faster. So he's going to try to tire Tyson out. So that's what I'm saying. First 3 rounds, he's going to try to keep his distance so he can throw his right hand jab or to try to knock out Tyson with his right hand. Tyson's going to work the inside, which is Jake has not really good at doing. And then when they go on the inside, Jake's going to go for a clinch, where I think that's going to be his mistake.
I'm hoping that
we'll see what happens, man.
I'm hoping when Tyson kind of gives the full power into Logan, you can just see the expression in Logan's face going, "Oh man, I might have fucked up here."
Either way, they both win because I think they're both getting like $25 million just for.
That's true.
Win or lose, Tyson gets 20 million.
Yeah.
Win or lose, Jake is getting 40 million.
Yeah,
and then on top of whoever wins after that.
Heck, I'll do that.
Yeah, they'll be whoever loses will just be drying their tears and patting their boo-boos with $100 bills.
I mean, hell, I'll at least make it somewhat entertaining. I'll take it. I'll take an ass kicking for 25 mil. It sounds good to me.
I would love it if it's like just one of those like an 80s, 90s Tyson fight where he just knocks him out in like the first 5 minutes and it's a complete, upset.
Hey, I'll challenge.
We're gonna say hi to the.
I was gonna say I'll challenge Johnny Somali to a fight, but he'll be locked up.
Oh, I'd pay
the entire nation of Korea is challenging Johnny Somali to a fight. Get in line.
I won't even train.
Yeah, that's like That's like that movie when they're all in line to go slap the girl
Airplane,
and watch
yeah.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
there's somebody with a
exactly.
breaking a bottle. That's
this thing, I
all
think
of
it's
Asia waiting in line to hit Johnny Somali.
In fact, that's gonna be whenever he's convicted in the Korean court. That's gonna be his sentence.
Well, we are going to say hi to the chat real quick. We've got a lot of new faces in here. Thanks to X-Wing. Thanks for the raid, brother. Blood Guilty Gaming. Hail, man. What's going on? We got Jonah Hex. What is up, dude? Let's see who else we got. We got Rachel Hill. And then, of course, the man himself, X-Wing. Thanks for the raid, man. Let's see. Trying to go past people that are in the panel. We got Jason Clinton. What's going on, man? And, of course, our guest of honor, who has now gotten the wrench. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
That's like, yes. How did you get the wrench? It's like that. It's
Like that.
You want one? I just give them out. We got Bruce. What's going on? And of course, Master Hobo. Greetings, locals from the homeless shelter. Hi, drunk robot man. Jay, nice book. Thank you. That all that to the lovely Selena is doing all the booking now. So thank you. Because I'm too shy to reach out to people. She's just like, oh, I'll ask them.
I mean, I'm shy, but
that's cool.
thank you so much for coming
We
on.
got
Yeah, I was
Master
like, more
Mod,
people need to
Blue
ask.
Eyed
Like,
Sophia.
what's the worst that can happen? You know?
But you say no, and then it just crushes our hopes.
And then it breaks our
dreams,
heart.
and, we give up.
The only
on
time I
life,
would say
right?
no is if traveling or something like that, because it's a crazy schedule right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
yeah.
Going to all the Comic Cons with Gina and all that stuff. So it's just been,
Mhm.
a nonstop. And then like what's crazy is this. So we were in San Antonio. Were you in San Antonio, Vagabundo?
I was in Dallas, I was in Vegas, and
Dallas,
I was in Orlando.
Vegas, not San Antonio. So we had the San Antonio
Same.
meetup. And I don't even remember that. It was a blur because after San Antonio, I flew to Portland because the owners of the Goonies house are like fans of mine. So I was
Whoa.
like,
Dude.
they sent me a message and I was like,
Cool.
they're like, hey, I hear you love the Goonies, Shay. We're big fans. You want to come and see the house? And I'm like, okay,
Dude.
who's trolling? Like, don't be fool. Like I got a Goonies tattoo,
Oh,
so
that's
it's
so
like,
cool.
so it's like,
Hell yeah.
better not be fooling, man. And so we went back and forth. He's like, no, it's for real. For real, for real. So,
Dude, that is how do
So
you
we
feel?
went.
They've been bouncing the idea of a Goonies sequel for years with the the kids now adults playing the parents, Sean Astin,
Yeah,
all them.
I hope not.
What are your thoughts on that? Should they just leave it alone? It's perfect the way it is. I pretty much agree. I wouldn't mind maybe a reunion where the cast all gets together and like does commentary on the the I'd rather
be
see
cool.
that.
Actually, they're making a
maybe swap
documentary
some
now
stories.
because, like, I think the 40th
Ooh.
anniversary is coming up.
Oh.
So they
my
said that they're all going back to Astoria and they're going to sit in the house because the guy that owns it is turning it into a museum. Like
That's cool.
Oh, dude.
he bought the house like a few years ago, and which is cool. I can't really wait to release the video that I have. And like he took me on the inside before they're about to demolish it and rebuild it back to the house that it was from the movie. So he wants to make it look exactly
dang.
like the house from the movie, from like the weight set, the bed, the furniture, all that stuff. So people can come visit and just tour the house. Because when I was there, it was wild because way out in Astoria, this little town, there was the whole time people back and forth, like walking up to the house, taking a photo and leaving, walking up, leaving, walking up, leaving. And it's like, man, it's so crazy that movie has touched, so many people that they want to see that house.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, the previous owner was a couple, I believe, and she was older and her husband died. So she lived in that house alone. And she had it remodified because she was so scared because everybody kept coming to the house over and over. That she actually lived in the, I don't know, the top storage area, whatever you call that.
Oh, the attic?
And I guess it was an attic, but like she converted it to like her master bedroom. So in the movie where they pull down and they walk up, like the lady that lived there converted it so she could pull the steps up and she would be safe because she always thought someone was going to break into the house in the middle of the night. Because she was like, people would just come up knocking on the door.
That's crazy.
You know, like standing in there taking photos and all that stuff. So pretty crazy. So the owner of the house was like, I said, well, I'm in San Antonio. I can fly up after. And he's like, yeah, we'll fly and meet you. And I was like, you don't live there? He's like, nah, man, we kind of buy homes that are like been in movies and stuff. It's kind of like we kind of collect them. I was like, what? I freaking collect comic books.
Well, you know,
like
some people collect comics and baseball cards.
Houses?
Why not houses?
Are they by chance? Did they mention anything about owning the Outsider's house? Because I know that was a big thing in my hometown. They owned it.
I don't know. They talked about the Field of Dreams house.
And
but when I was there, I was just too starstruck, you know. And then they were looking.
I would be too.
So they own that house, and they own the house next door where Data lived, and so they reconnected the cable, and they have this dummy Data that they have it swinging like back and forth like from the movie. So it's pretty wild.
That's awesome.
It's pretty wild. Like I was like, I had a great time. You know, I've never been to that side of America, you know, and then went out to the beach there, and it's beautiful, you know. Like, too bad I don't like their politics too much, but like the Oregon is like the beach area was beautiful. It's filled with like seals and all kinds of stuff out there. People were just walking, peaceful, having a good time. So it was quite the experience. I can't wait to go back. So
yeah, I've only been to Portland once. I didn't have a great time. I was there for work, and it wasn't the best part of town.
Astoria
or
Portland?
No, just Portland. Portland is like.
Well, my area more to the north and to the east is a lot nicer, not so bad, not as meth driven.
Bean pad. I got a lot of friends.
Right, you don't have to worry about a chop or a Chaz being set up.
Nope.
A lot of my friends are in chat. They're going to be trolling a little bit or telling.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
You mean this part?
Don't highlight him. Oh man, now he'll never stop.
Wait, it's normal to not wear pants?
I never do, man. I work from home. I do this. I don't even own pants anymore. You know.
I always thought it was standard streaming practice to not wear pants during a stream.
Well, it depends on how
the cool kids do anyway.
And you're wearing your lucky underwear.
Yeah,
I want to get into this right off the bat.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit backstage before we started. It was like, was it a full year or just under a year that Blue came out?
Let's just say a full year, probably a full year.
And
when you guys need to buy
the second book.
I was trying to. My goal was to launch them every February, so that was the case. So this year was a little late. So I launched Blue in February, and I got the books out in May, and I was trying to launch it again in February, but working with Ripacen was a little different than setting it up on Indiegogo. So that's why it was my fault that it was later than what it should have been. So,
gotcha.
You know,
so Ripacen versus Indiegogo. I bet this is a pretty stupid question, but which was the better, more streamlined experience?
Oh, it's not. It's actually a good question because a lot of people out there, including my man Vaughn, right? You did Indiegogo, right? Yeah, it's a different. It's very different because when I did Blue, I didn't know what I was doing, and I reached out to as many people as possible, and like everybody gave me advice, but it was always different advice. But it was good advice, but it was different. They're like, do this, no, do this, do this. And setting it up, you know, like people were like, hey man, have stretch goals. I didn't have any stretch goals for like the first book. Maybe I had one for stickers, but I didn't know how that worked. I didn't have like alternative covers. I didn't have anything special. I just had the book. So it was like, here you go. Here's the book. And then understanding how I messed up a lot with like printing cost, shipping things like that. I undercharged for shipping in certain places, and it was a mess. Like Blue was just like a mess. I mean, I'm glad it got out and everybody enjoyed it, but for someone that just getting started out, it was it was a little challenging. So, and I the good thing is I'm glad I had the book done, so that I didn't have to worry about that aspect. You know, like making sure the artist got it done in time and things like that. I just waited till it was completely finished before we launched. When it came to Rip Ascend, it was basically get the book completely done, hand it over, we'll go over it, and here's what we'll take it from here, basically. So it's been like a dream where for someone like me that doesn't want to set up the website and everything. Now, some people love doing that, and that's wonderful. But someone that they set the commercials, they set everything up for me. They did everything, and I couldn't be happier. So, and then like we launched it while I was away in San Antonio at the end of October. I think we'll be 4 weeks into the campaign next week, right? Maybe about 4 weeks, and we already passed my goal of 50.
Yeah,
and that number is actually wrong. That's one of the things with the website. It takes a minute for the front page to reload. I'm actually at 1750 books sold, so we're getting close to 1800.
Damn.
And it's been awesome. And here's the other difference too that Vaughn would probably understand. When you launch your Indiegogo, and if I'm talking too much, just say wrap it up, Jay. Like keep it moving. But when you
this is what
it's all good. It's all
we're
good.
interested.
this is fascinating. I love hearing about this stuff.
When you launch the Indiegogo, every single penny from shipping to tax to everything, that's the number that everybody sees.
Yeah.
So it's like oh, you did 100,000 on your campaign. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but there's shipping costs in there, printing costs in there, the taxes in there, everything is in there. This number here is actually just book sale numbers.
Yeah. That's
so
cool.
you know, it's like it doesn't, it's not included in the it probably would be at 100,000 if it wasn't, but this doesn't have the tax, the shipping costs, all that stuff in that total sales number. So that was a little different. And but I mean, we passed like what I was trying to do with the second book, which is incredible. So we'll just be on our way the next month in December, and we'll see. And what I love too is that a lot of people that didn't buy the first one are, because of the marketing through the Rip Ascend, they're discovering both books. So the biggest seller is the ketchup, the ketchup pack. Like they're buying blue and green. But I told them to put on the site, you know, I was like, you know, we should put the connected covers. It's the middle covers of blue and green. And those are like the best because they connect and make a giant picture there, like the ones in the middle.
Cool.
And
I see.
The other books that are going to follow will also have they're going to connect to that one as well.
That's cool.
So, and I did this. I'm a comic book collector, and I like that. I don't know if buying a graded book is like big on people's list, especially you know, like something that's for all ages. But that was for me specifically. So if nobody buys a graded one, I'm getting them for myself because I just think it's cool to have.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Oh
to have.
shoot! I didn't even think of grading my books.
It's for some people, they love
Next
it.
one,
Sure.
Next one.
I love it. I try to buy even like people that have it on their Indiegogo. Like I try to buy a graded and a regular. So
Damn.
you know, look at everyone. Look at all my friends like roasting me. X-Wing, this guy talks a lot. Beanpad, wrap it up. Jay. Jay thinks Hello Kitty and Archie are real comics. What the heck? Finally, some love in the chat. A2D2.
Hey,
I hope X-Wing sticks around because I have a special announcement too. If you guys wouldn't mind me.
Oh
sharing.
yeah, no.
by all means, by all
Sorry,
means.
Jake. Time's up.
I'm gonna put something in the chat, in the private chat, because this is the project that's coming next year. So,
do you mind if we go ahead and show this now? I'm very interested.
oh, go for it, man. Go for it. We can get back to green in a
Sweet.
minute,
All right, let's
but
go.
yeah, go for it. Like this is
Let's
is
see what
pretty
we got
awesome.
here. Let me get this pulled up. Switch tabs. Totally
Let's see how
professional.
bad
here.
you messed this up. So, like all of us professional
right.
streamers. Crank that sucker up, man. You're gonna love it.
I love it already.
Drink up the audience, your heart. The rod and the vessel and even my joint. Drink up the audience, your heart. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
So that is The Daughter's Revenge. It is a pirate adventure graphic novel that is going to include flags, coins, hats, shirts, everything that you can imagine. It's going to be an adult pirate adventure. Me and X-Wing, who's in the chat, we came together. If people don't realize, like, we just love pirates, and we put this trilogy together, and it's going to be out, hopefully, if everything works out, next year. And what I really love is that
awesome.
that logo design that I finally got this thing trademarked, you know, with the crown of thorns on the Jolly Roger. The people at Nine Line, because Nine Line Apparel does my merch, like, they love the design so much. They asked if they could put out an exclusive shirt and hat set. And if you buy that early, which will be launched probably February of next year, the money goes to help veterans. And it's like it's all the way, it's all around like awesome story. So yeah,
that is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm already sold.
Me too.
Yeah,
There's
dude,
not
you and
nearly enough
X-Wing,
pirate
that
stuff
is
out there.
Okay, can I have one suggestion though?
Yep.
Okay, get Drunk Ryan to do an album of just Drunk Ryan singing a bunch of pirate shanties and stuff.
Happy birthday, Ryan, by the way.
right.
I'll buy that in a heartbeat.
I guess the best way to talk about the Daughter's Revenge pirate story was I got out of the theater for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and I called X-Wing, and I was like, okay, Indiana Jones is dead, and that's one of my favorite all-time characters. So what if we did a story about like Indiana Jones and a pirate and mixed it up, and we spent hours on the phone putting it all together. And the same artist, Eric Hodson, who did Green, who's going to finish the Achromatic Chronicles series, is already working on The Daughter's Revenge as we speak. So it's going to be awesome, man. Like, I'm just excited, you know, like to have all this stuff available. Because a lot of people don't realize, like, me and X-Wing, we run another YouTube channel called The History of Pirates. And that's like, we talk about fictional and non-fictional pirates over there. And we just have a good time. It's a complete unplug from the crappy pop culture that we're getting today and all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. We just injected ourselves because I was a history major in college, and so we just love pirate stuff, and there's nothing out there for it. So our History of Pirates channel, we're like, why don't we just do like a graphic novel? Let's tell the story. So that'll be next year. It's gonna be awesome. But for now,
that is
pick up Achromatic Chronicles Blue and Green.
Yes.
Let's take a look at this
check it out.
trailer real
I got
quick,
blue right
y'all.
here. I just need to get green.
Look at that.
I need to buy them both.
See, I'm gonna have to play catch up. I'm gonna get them both, but now I'm glad I did wait because I get to get 3 different covers of each.
There you go, man.
But that was it cover B or the one I love that.
The middle
art.
ones
My
are my
goodness.
favorite.
Yes, they're
The connection?
fantastic. Maybe.
Yeah, those are very cool.
Well, they're like floating in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, those are cover Bs. They connect to make a giant poster.
Gotcha.
So,
that's
That's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty.
The
pretty
one
neat.
for the collector's edition for Green, I don't know, that art is just fantastic. I can't stop looking at it.
Oh, thank you.
Every day I do the same thing. I go to school, I do my homework, and I go to bed. I wake up the next day and I do it all over again. No one in Gray World ever does anything different. Here, different is the worst thing you can be. If you are different, you go away and you don't come back. I don't want to be different. Besides, everyone is depending on me to do the right thing. My dad, my friends, my teachers. My only escape is playing in the woods. Sometimes I play with my best friend John, but most of the time I play by myself. John isn't afraid to ask questions and be different. The more questions he asks, the more questions I find myself having. I can't help wondering what might be outside Gray World, and I can't stop. Can you keep a secret? Even made a new friend. Her name is Green, and she comes from the color world. Green needs my help, and I have a feeling things are never going to be the same.
Boy, Ryan's voiceover work is getting really good.
He did great. The truth is, I didn't even know, like, this was a surprise. I didn't know that they were making that for me. I got an email from the Rippaverse. They're like, hey, can you approve this? And I was kind of blown away. As you can tell, this is it's an all-age story, definitely geared toward a younger audience, because years ago when me and Aaron, who is the other writer whose name is on the book, when we were putting this together, he's also in education, and it was just like we saw the writing on the wall of like a lot of the garbage that they were pumping into like schools and stuff, and it's just like they're not letting this younger generation. They're trying to teach. You guys see it all the time, like gender studies and all this kind of stuff. It's like they don't let them.
I'm not Starfire.
It's like they don't let them dream. They don't let them. And so there's definitely probably a heavy influence from The Giver and maybe Pleasantville. A lot of people were saying from the first book, but it was mostly like, what would the world look like to a young person that has no value or purpose? That everything's the same and they have nothing. So I figured it'd be a black and white, boring world. And so then they find a color. The color takes them on an adventure where they discover that they do have value and they do have purpose. So there's 4 books in the series. This is the second one. And this one takes place the exact same time as Blue, the first one. Blue's 220 pages. It's a pretty big book.
Damn.
This one's about 130. And so the story goes parallel. Then when we get to the third one, it takes a massive turn. So we're setting everything up. But I just like, there's a lot of heavy. Listen, I ain't the world's best writer or anything like that. There's just heavy influence from things that I love. It's like I love pirates, so of course there's pirates in this story, and it's just a fun adventure for everyone and anyone to enjoy. And this time we threw in a coloring book, so
I saw
like people are like, I can't read, Jay. I was like, well, get the coloring book, perfect for you. So we had someone come out and make a coloring book. Dreaming Tabitha, who's an artist, she reached out and she put that thing together, and it's pretty awesome. So
that is cool, man. Only $15 too.
I asked everyone, I was like, what should we sell with the next one? And coloring book won the poll. So I was like, it's a coloring activity book, those little mazes and everything. So it's like, I'm like, all right, here you go. You asked for it, now pick it up.
And so you don't see those much that often like we did. I think we're about the same age. We grew up on the Goonies, stuff like that. It used to be you would see the coloring and activity books for any big movie or kids franchise coming out. And that's kind of what this screamed at me, was like a callback to the really good kid stories of like the mid 80s to early 90s, back when they actually didn't dumb things down for kids, weren't afraid to let them, feel things instead of, just trying to tell them what,
I have a great group of people around me, and I love this story. So I hope people enjoy it as much as we did putting it all together. And honestly, like, it's really exciting next year. And this is not what the Rippaverse, because a lot of people think it is, but it's not. We hope to have the teaser trailer for Achromatic Chronicles Blue, because we've been working on an animation film with some of the best voice actors in the business.
Wow! Cool.
Right.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Congratulations!
It's awesome.
That was actually going to be my
Congratulate me when it's
question.
finally out. Then I don't have a heart attack like trying to get. It's
You got a
been
lot going on.
it's been a huge blessing that going to these conventions and just becoming friends with a lot of these voice actors and them following me on mostly Instagram, and then seeing, like, oh, what is this book for sale? And then them putting me in place with this person, and that it's just been one of these, like, let's just connect everything together. And like, here we are. So the teaser trailer's done. And then now they're finishing up the animation, but I don't know when they want to release it, because they don't want to release it and then be like, well, 10 years later, the movie's going to come out. So it's like, we want to make sure, like, it's all in line. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And like, my friends over at Universal Studios, they were like, hey man, if you need a theater to do the premiere, like, let's just do it there in Orlando and bring everybody out, and like, we'll have a good time and they'll hook it up.
That's so cool.
It'll be cool. It's going to be cool. So there's a lot happening with this whole storyline, moving forward. So pick it up and trust me, you're gonna love
definitely.
it.
Yeah, I'm buying multiple.
That was going to
copies.
be. I'm going to get all 3 covers of both. Probably next Friday after I get paid. But that was going to be my next question. I asked Vaughn this. I ask anybody here that's actually created something. I love hearing, like, if you could see this thing going in any direction and be able to see it be either picked up with live action, animation, video game, action figures, like, what would be the first thing, if you could have your pick, your dream direction for this thing to go first? So I'm guessing now that would be animation.
I first I want to get the whole thing done, because it's Vaughn will tell you, this stuff is stressful. At least it was for me. It's just like when I was waiting for it to be released, I keep waiting, like, because I thought, all right, we're gonna drop it in August, and then there was a problem with something. I don't know what it was. I had to fix. And then, like, okay, we got this fixed. And I had to get my artist. I was like, hey, can you fix this? Yeah, let's fix it. Then it was like, all right, let's do it in September. Then it was like, hey, do you want to add this? I was like, yeah, I'd like to add this. So it's like, all right, let's do this. And then, going through everything a million times over and approving it and making sure this is what you want, then having other eyes on it to check and see if, like, like, we missed something on the grammar, or does it make sense? And then I personally wanted, like, test readers to, like, go over it, and does it make sense? Like, and these are people that I trust. I'll, like, be brutally honest. Like, does the story suck? Does it need to go a different place? Like, do you understand what's happening here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we've got tons of feedback, tons of criticism, and it's like, okay, well, let's change this and let's change that. So it's just a whole process for me, because I just want to put out the best product that we can. People are spending a lot of their hard-earned money on something. It's like, let me give them the very best. And, like, I know my limitations. I know how far I could take this thing, but I know there's other professional people out there that could take it further, that can look at it and say, it'd be better if you went this way, and it would be better if you did. And it's like taking all that criticism and everything and just putting it all together and saying, okay, I think we got it. Here you go. Let's see what happens. And I hope people enjoy the story. At the end of the day, it's I hope people enjoy it. And that's what I would want. It's doing way more than I ever expected it to be, because I get it. Like, selling let's be honest, selling a kid's book is different than selling, like, an action-packed superhero type thing. It's just different. The market is very different. And most people will avoid it because it's just not what they're looking for. I totally understand that. I tell people, I was like, I appreciate those that buy it just because they want to support me. That's wonderful, and I appreciate it. But buy it because you want to enjoy it, or just have something in your home that other people can enjoy it. And for those that are like, Jay, I love it, but it's not for me, no one's getting mad over here. It's incredible, that people are enjoying it and that they love it, and there's no hate if people, like, don't like it or it wasn't for them, because you put anything out there in the world, people are going to love it, people are going to hate it, people are going to give it positive criticism, negative. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, all that, and you just got to take it for what it's worth. So That's where I'm at. And if the movie comes out, it's like, you know,
just gravy.
That thing's sweating too.
So-
It's like it's out of the movie thing is kind of out of my hands now. It's in like this studio has it, and they're you know, but basically they call at weird times. They're like, "Hey, we need you to prove this. Like, will this work if we change this story a little bit?" And it's like, oh man, so
just as long as it's not
so
Kathleen
much.
Kennedy.
yeah. Oh no.
Right.
And that's the thing. The
So-
thing too is like once it's done, I don't know what to do with it. So it's like if I pay for it myself, which isn't cheap, but you know, like if we get to that place, it's like I don't know what to do with it after that. Like, and then these other people that I've met, they're like, we'll put it in some like film festivals. You know, we'll have it in there, and you never know who might pick it up, and this and that. So it's like, all right, well, we'll see. Let's get it done first, and then we'll figure out where we're going with it.
One of the
But the
things-
pirate book is not for kids. When that one comes out, that's for the adult.
I mean, if you have a
That's
pirate book for kids, you're
grown
doing
up
pirates
fun.
wrong.
Yeah, you're doing-
Right.
Did you have somebody adapt your writing into like into I don't know, screenplay if it's a show? Did you have someone do that for you, or did you
100%.
already? Okay.
I have no idea how to do that. So I tried, but I just find good people that were good at it. You know, I just asked people, and then the script for the film, the people that are running that, they did that because the original Achromatic Chronicles originally was one big novel, and every chapter was a different color. So it's like,
Oh wow.
you know, like chapter 1 blue, chapter 2 green, and then it had and then when I sent that out years ago, man, like 4 years ago, to like test readers, the majority of people came back and said, this would be a cool like graphic novel, you know, like do that. So it's like, okay, if we're gonna do that, we got to shift gears. And the first artist that I had, Lily, she was incredible, and she's from Hawaii, and she found someone that took the story and was gonna script it. So then she took care of all that for Blue, and she found some amazing job, and she was like, Jay, I could do the second one, but it's gonna take a lot longer. And my mindset was like, I want to get one out every year, because if you have an audience that's like 6th, 7th grade, they might grow out of a story like that in like 4 years. So it's like, if I'm trying to get the completed story out there, and it's like, if not quick enough, if you wait like 3 or 4 years, they'll move on. You know what I mean? Like, so my mindset was like,
yeah,
let's
that's
see how
yes
quick
and
we can get
no,
there.
because
Yes and no,
you
right?
also
but it's like,
look at the kids who grew up like in middle school to elementary school with Harry Potter. They're
That is
still
true.
obsessed with it.
I know a guy like
don't
that.
compare me to Harry
Yeah.
Potter. It ain't even close.
Hey, you never
Harry
know.
Potter wishes it was
I
me.
get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
Who would
I got
compare
a
the book
friend
to Harry
back in, I have a friend back in California that he teaches kids with autism Muay Thai right now. So I'm gonna be sending him a bunch of copies as well.
Man, that's
Just
amazing.
whenever I'm able to buy an extra copy, like, hey, send it his way. And
The
I'm waiting
first
for
book we had that buy one give one option,
yeah.
where we gave a lot to charities, but unfortunately, when I made the mistake of being transparent to my audience on a live stream, saying we're gonna give it to this place, and freaking weirdos online were calling those places and saying, don't take that. They called it like the Yahtzee, but you know what I mean, though. Like, they were calling it like that, stuff like that. And I was like, you know, they don't understand like the internet crazy stuff. So it was like this time around, I was like, I'm not gonna put them through it. We'll just the places that got them last time have already been notified, and so I'll make sure that they get them again. But it was pretty awesome, because we took the money also that was made from, I think we made like $2 from the donation books that we sold, and we were able to give away about $11,000 to different charities. And
Oh wow.
in my Discord, we posted all the receipts, so it was awesome. So like that's basically at the end of the day what we wanted to do is just help people and go from there. So it's
I love
pretty
that
awesome.
about you. You have such a big heart.
Man,
I love
yeah,
it.
you're the nicest guy. How'd you end up with assholes like Ryan Kennel and Jeremy?
They're nicer than me in real life, honestly. Like, don't let them fool you.
I love those guys too. I do.
Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool
Hey,
you.
and nothing is better than hearing Ryan sing Under the Sea.
It's great.
I mean,
we were there for that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Part of your world,
You were there.
part of
We
your world
actually
was great.
videotaped
Yeah, I was there for that.
the All in
In
Your World.
Vegas?
That was us taping
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
I spent
Oh.
5 days with Ryan in the car. He did a lot of singing.
Wow.
I
The other
told,
funny
I
thing-
told him,
I
I
was
was like,
sober.
all right, no recording. When we record, we'll let everybody know. Like, we'll get back into our YouTube mode, but it was pretty funny.
That's
So,
good.
no,
Yeah,
Ryan,
the
they're
other-
great, man. They're Geese and Gamers, and the community over there has been
Oh yeah.
nothing but top notch and full on supportive, and it's been awesome. So I can't say enough good things about all of them. Ryan's the best,
man.
dude. He's freaking hilarious. He makes me laugh all the time. I'm like 10 times bigger than him, so it's like people are like, "Aren't you scared being with Ryan?" I'm like, I tower over everyone. I'm like almost 6'5".
I'm 6'3".
He makes me
I don't
laugh
look
when
at
he
the
gets
people a
angry and
lot.
he
You
starts
do.
cussing
I'm like,
at me. It's
"Oh."
hilarious. So
When I met you last year or the year before here in Vegas, I felt like such a hobbit. I was like hugging you. I was like, wow, it's so little.
oh no, it was great during the meetup 2 years ago. So you got Jeremy going, oh, Drunk's on his way. Everyone, Drunk's on his way. So when he shows
came
up,
in the
everyone
car.
go out and cheer and everything when he was getting out of the sports car.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
that lady has been my friend in Vegas for years, and she was supposed to have a Lamborghini saved for me. Not that I was complaining about the car. It was I think it was a Corvette or it was a Ferrari. I don't know. I don't know. I barely fit in that thing anyway. But
I
I
can't
was
even
like, I
remember what
wanted a
car it was.
Lamborghini specifically, and she's like, her job is like she rents exotic cars to people that come to town.
Oh.
So I was like, "Can you hold one for me?"
Noted.
And she's like, "Yeah, we'll have it." Somebody came and wanted a Lamborghini, so she's like, "I rented it out. You're stuck with this one." I'm like, "No big deal."
Oh darn.
Settle for the Mercedes. Fine. If I have to slum it.
Yeah, if I have to settle for the Ferrari, jeez.
Yeah, we have gone to the Vegas meetups every year since the beginning.
From the
man.
beginning.
That's like the highlight of our
You're
year.
pretty awesome.
And,
Yeah.
Where do you guys
Yeah,
stay
last-
when you go to Vegas?
at home.
Oh, you're
We
local.
live here.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, our
I-
goal is
I
to
stayed at
actually make
those-
it to one of the out of town meetups. Just
Yeah.
working full time, it's a little difficult. I'd like to go. I think maybe the next Orlando one. That would probably
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be at
I'm gonna be in
Orlando
Orlando.
again. I think I'm gonna be there this year, possibly.
Yeah,
So
I'll drive down to Orlando.
Which
I don't
one
know
have
if
you
And see,
liked
that
so
was my
far the
thinking.
best,
That'd be the one where
Vagabundo?
most of the people we know would be heading.
It's the one I like the best. It's hard to say because I think all of them has been great
Vegas.
for me. Vegas was fun. It was just I missed
Vegas
out
was
the
great.
shooting because my Frontier Airlines messed up. But
You missed
That's
out on
all.
everything, not just the shooting.
Yeah.
You missed out on everything that
And
everyone
then
was doing. You
I keep
had a hell of
asking
a time.
whoever made the cookies in Vegas. Those are delicious.
Those are amazing.
I was like, that's all I can think about is these cookies in Vegas. And
I gotta
then,
go back to
You
Vegas,
always
man.
talk about the cookies.
Like, so whoever was making
It's been a year. You're still talking about the cookies.
they were really good. I'm just saying. Like, so the guy with the taco stand was like making tacos. He had like some chocolate chip cookies, and chocolate chip cookies. I like them. I just don't go out of my way to buy them. He's like, "Dang, these cookies are good." I was like, "For real?" So I was like, "Let me go try one." So I go here. I'm like, "Damn, these cookies are good. Who made these?"
You walk
I've been-
around all night. Damn, these cookies are good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
was
can
like,
just see. I can see him next year. Were you the one that made the cookies? Were you the one that
Yeah.
made the cookies?
yeah. Whoever
one
made
of,
those
one of the
cookies did a
best
good job.
parts, man. I'm not gonna out anybody, but it was starting to be, there was a little bit of heavy drinking and emotions were
Just a
starting to get a
little
little tense. Where like there's just that moment where nobody's getting into a fight, but it's getting kind of that awkward, like mood's
getting
starting
close.
to sour. And then Vagabond just walks up. Have you guys tried these cookies? They're freaking delicious.
The last time I was in Vegas,
Completely uplifted everyone's mood.
I'm walking the strip. It was a little earlier in the day. It wasn't at night, so I'm walking the strip. They had less nudity there during the day.
Oh, that's so fun.
And all of a sudden, Vets Talk, freaking Adam, just rolls up next to me and he's like, "Are you Jay? Like Drunk3PO?" I was like, "Yeah. How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Adam, fan, G&G, everything cool." So I just keep walking. The dude turns on his live stream and follows me. And he titles it "Walking with Drunk3PO," like on his live stream. He didn't even tell me. And I finally like, "Are you live, brother?" Like he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "What? Like, why are you filming me?" Like, I'm literally just looking at buildings. Like, you didn't even tell me.
He's like shooting a nature documentary.
I respect
and here
it,
we
man.
have
I
Jay
respect
in
it,
the
but
wild.
I was like,
You have a wild Canadian bear in Vegas.
Yeah,
I know.
Is it gambling with
think-
honey or dollars? Who knows?
But honestly, every meetup has been fun for me. Honestly, I try to make it to San Diego because that's where I'm originally from. But I didn't make it in time. I did go to San Diego after the Orlando, because it was my parents' birthday that year. So, I surprised they didn't like, because I haven't been in San Diego for like 6 years. So I just surprised everyone, seeing my nieces and nephews for the first time and stuff. And then, but I did quit my job, so I plan to be at more meetups. So,
It's one way to do
Makes
it.
it easier.
yeah. So, but basically, like the Vegas meetup, that was fun. Then Dallas seeing
was
the
fun.
craziness outside was fun too.
Yep, we
And
had
then,
fun in Dallas.
Mose and Boney told you about the watermelon story already. So, it was actually a tequila. It was a watermelon tequila. So
I've just been, so we just figured, like, Ryan, myself, Jeremy, it's like, if we end up going to places, we're just going to throw it out there and see who would show up. And I'm like, I don't know if anyone will show up to see me, but, apparently people, if they live in the area. So I was in Astoria, like I said, at the Goonies house. I get an email. "Hey, Jay, I live in Astoria. Big fan of Geeks and Gamers. You want to go to dinner?" And I'm like, holy crap, all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. So my dude on the short bus down there, he's disappearing right before our eyes. There you go. I was like, man, something's happening. He's turning into a demon or something. Like, what? But,
Hi, Battsauce, by the
we,
way. Welcome.
I just threw it out there. It's like, anyone's in a story, I'm going to be at this restaurant. We had a bunch of people show up. And I was like, all right, cool. So this is a thing. And now, if anyone's in South Carolina, the Retro Toy Con not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going to be there as well, just hanging out. And we'll probably, I know Mo Zamboni's coming and a few others. We're just going to do dinner Saturday night. If anybody wants to hang out right next to the Toy Con. So,
okay. If you guys do the Furry Festival or whatever it's called, the Furry Con.
Man, don't remind me of that. Somehow I got talked into that thing.
It's a trap.
Wait, you're going?
I don't know if it's in
surprised?
Florida or anything. I'm gonna crash it. I was like, I'm just drive down.
They want us to go to the one in August, like when it's hot. Like those people are gonna smell so bad. Like
they're gonna smell worse than they normally do. That's not a good idea.
Because I'm in the GCA with Tobias, so he's like, I guess he's the one that like suggested it or whatever.
I heard that, and I think this is true, that like a disproportionate amount of furries like work in tech, and so like the internet actually slows down when major fur cons happen.
Well, what are you trying to say about tech people, man?
Like, I'm not even kidding. I've heard this, and I think
hilarious.
it's true. Let me look this up.
That's pretty wild,
man. Yeah. So, do you have any plans to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I was just gonna go get back to your book and the film project real quick. I got one real important question. Are you going traditional or 3D animation? Or can you say?
I think it's gonna look something like the old Disney style, like Little Mermaid, Aladdin style.
Yes.
So
awesome.
Yes, that's the correct
Yeah.
answer. I mess traditional animation so bad.
Is that what it's called? Like traditional animation?
Yeah.
So,
even if there's some computers used in it, but it doesn't have that full Pixar or, I don't hate it. It's just that's all you see anymore. And one of my favorite movies the last few years was Super Mario Brothers. But again, that same animation. I miss a good traditional like just cartoon. So that is refreshing to hear.
We'll see. Like fingers crossed. Like that's what we'll like. This stuff is
speaking of animation,
expensive, man. Like,
did someone say animation?
Hey, Mr. Burger.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going on, ladies? How's it going, Big J? What's happening?
What's up, man?
Vaughn, good luck next week.
What's happening? Did I miss something next? What's happening next week?
Trivia.
Oh,
trivia.
I know. I already lost. I literally got 0.
I thought
points.
he was done. He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I got 0 points in an hour. I thought I was out.
Yeah, you are. I'm just messing with you, being an asshole. That's the kind of sharp comedy you get when Mr. Burger shows up. All right, there you go. But animation, you were saying, Jay, how you gonna pull this thing off?
I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but we're pulling something. So,
well, how long is it, if you don't mind me asking? How long?
I think the movie will be 1:15.
Nice, solid time.
Wow.
And when are you trying to put it out? Give me a.
I have no idea. Whenever it's kind of like I said, it's kind of out of my hands. I just kind of get updates at this point, and like they just want me to like check. The next thing that we're gonna do is get everyone into Tennessee, and we're gonna do the voiceover. So,
are you doing it? If you know, again, just let me know if you can't answer or if you're trying to keep it a secret. Are you doing it stateside with Americans? Or are you doing it outside the country?
I believe so. Yeah,
you're doing it stateside.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, that's going to be pretty good cost there. The quality will be great.
Well,
sure.
it's expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah.
But I believe in it. But the thing is, I believe in it. I believe in this project. I really do. You know, and I'm gonna see this thing through. So if it does take a little bit longer while I'm still getting the other books out, then that's just what it has to be. So
don't get me wrong. I am Mr. America. A lot of people know. You check my timeline. I'm all about the USA, America first, last, and forever. But when I go with certain types of animation, when I work on certain type of stuff, I do quite a bit outside the country. A lot of times I get an American supervisor or the editor or the cleanup or the last word on it before it goes out is usually done by 3 American dudes that I trust here. But when we do, like we did a project for Telepizza, which is a Spanish fast food pizza company, and we did something for Nando's, which is a believe it or not, a British chicken shop. It's kind of like KFC, only in Britain, and they use a lot of. Well, actually, it's more like. Do you guys remember Kenny Rogers Roasters? It's more like that.
Oh my God, yeah.
You remember when it was like Kramer? Like
yeah. It's kind of like that. It's really good stuff. But our crew is based out of we do a lot of stuff with Russia. We do a lot of stuff with the Czech Republic. We do a lot of stuff with India. Because I'll just say, again, American animators, which I love. Again, I hire a minimum of 3 on large projects. A little minimum of 3. The most I've ever hired is 5. But you're gonna pay anywhere from 25 to 145 per finished frame, depending on what you're doing. Whereas if you go to the Czech Republic, or especially, well, let's do India first. If you go to India, you're talking maybe 7 to 15 per finished. Well,
from what I know, there's from what I know as of today, I think there's I think they're collecting bids.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So we'll see. People are bidding on the project.
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah. Like
I just want that teaser done, man. That's the one thing I'm like.
That shouldn't cost you that much.
No,
man.
That I'll take care of out of pocket. But it's like 30 seconds. So it's I just want to get that done first.
We just finished one. Matter of fact, I just if you don't mind, Iron, I just finished one for Midnight's Edge. Myself and my Mexican half brother Luis. I'm kidding. Let's see. Give me a second here. 1 second.
While you're pulling that up,
yeah.
Jay. So we already know about this project. Now, if Daughter's Revenge takes off,
yes,
where would you like to see that going? Live action, animation again, or maybe a video game?
If
you have the choice.
I think I love animation. So if the pirate book were to take off something big, I would love to see that in an animation, not live action. I don't know why. I love animation, and
you can't beat.
I think it would look good like that. But the pirate stuff has been very unique. Like, I don't talk about it too much on G&G or anything like that, but it's been like we have been invited to multiple museums where they want to pay us to come out there and just record the museum and show off. Like last Christmas, I was in Bath, North Carolina. I've never been to this small town. That's where Blackbeard stayed, and like we did the whole Blackbeard tour and did videos on the museums and saw, they're raising his ship, little by little now over there, that tank. And so that's in a museum, and it was pretty awesome to especially if you like that kind of stuff like me, a huge history nerd. So it's like that was really awesome. And then there's one in Massachusetts and a few others. The best pirate museum I've ever been to is in St. Augustine, Florida. And that has like a real Jolly Roger, one of the last 3 is existence, one of the last 4 treasure chests ever in existence that they were able to preserve, and you can go see that, and tons of history over there in St. Augustine. That pirate
decided on
museum
my next vacation destination. Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's really cool. Like I recommend that. Like on the History of Pirates channel, they let me walk through the whole thing. It was pretty empty. And then I just voiced over so you could kind of see the museum and everything when I was there last time. And it's I love that. I love that stuff. Like I get on history channels that nobody knows because we're all like pop culture kind of people, So like these history channels on YouTube have a whole nother, realm of fandom. And they fight just like Star Wars fans, and they fight, it's the same thing. It's like, so we talk about a pirate. Anne Bonny. Everybody know who Anne Bonny is? Female pirate. Or I could even say Blackbeard. And it's like, oh, well, we got our information from this history book. And then these haters show up and they're like, that's a fake history book. You got to use this history book. They fight back and forth. And it's just like, it's all the same in any fandom. It's all the same. It's like,
crazy. And they got the tourist.
I was
trying to Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, what started your
real quick.
The gang is ready to go, and it's time for the show. It's time for Midnight 6 in the morning.
Obviously, that's the
awesome.
We're very close to finishing. We're about a couple of weeks. Not a couple of weeks, excuse me, a couple of days out from finishing that one.
Nice.
Like I said, I think that took us about 2 weeks. Andre and Tom wanted a different type of opening, so we kind of kicked it around. Tom created the music, and we made it all based upon the music. But that's us, and gave it to him at a very, very reasonable price because he was we consider Tom a friend, the fifth Beatle, if you will. So we gave that one to him at a reasonable price.
Yeah,
but
I spotted Tom and Andre right off in that clip. Like, hey, there they are.
But yeah, man, like I said, if and when you get ready to do it. I got several examples. Maybe Iron will show you a couple other cool things we did. We actually won a couple of festivals. We were shown, our stuff was shown in front of about 5,000 people in Austin. We came in third simply because it's Austin. And we were very, very politically incorrect in our our thing. It was called transphobic. It was Mr. Berg gets sent to prison, and he got hit on by a person of alternative lifestyle. Yeah, so we did really well. Over 250,000 views on that one, so it was pretty good.
Awesome, man.
But you know what? Not pitching myself, not pitching our stuff, but if you need consultancy on it to make sure you're getting the
I know where to go.
Yeah, you get the proper price. What you call, man? Because nobody ever thinks. See, Eric July, I talked to him. Nobody ever thinks about going to Russia or the Caucasus. No. And there are animators
They're not
Russia.
Commies, are they?
No.
We got to make sure.
I wish they did. I wish they were, because they would charge less money. But nobody ever thinks about going to Russia. Nobody really ever thinks about going to India. Nobody ever really deals with the Chinese. We deal with them all. And I'm telling you, you can get
how the Mongolians? They any good?
You can get stuff done between $7 and $20 per finished second, or hell, I can even get that per finished 10 seconds and some deals. I speak Czech.
So I got to tell you, I have no idea what you're talking about, but that sounds awesome.
Well, sounds great.
If you're gonna put it this way, man,
I can finish 10 seconds too, but the wife gets pretty upset about that.
If you do 30 seconds,
next joke.
You get 30
I think
seconds.
Jonah Hex has the right answer. He's the North Koreans.
I wish, but if you can, I speak Czech. Lovahim trochu česky, anglicky, prosím. Dobrý den, jak se máš, mám se dobře. So I know when I'm getting when they're using the real book. I speak Russian. Привет, товарищ, как дела, хорошо. So I know when I'm getting the right price as well. I speak a Russian because I'm marrying a Russian, so that's the reason why I speak Russian. So
tell her to slow down.
Impressive.
I wouldn't tell her you speak the language though. Just keep that part a secret.
I did for a while. It's never more interesting being called a bald asshole in Russian. Makes your day. So there you go.
Makes up most of their vocabulary. Just calling people
again,
assholes.
like what I'm saying, like we're in such the early stages, and I kind of passed the project off, and so once my mindset right now is to sell as many blue and green books by the end of the year, and next year definitely will be a huge dive into all that. So
okay.
I'll definitely
around,
be.
man.
And I know who you are, though. Trust me, I know who you are on Twitter. So it's like I will if any information is good information. That's how I see it. So it's like a constant, like, get as much information as possible and then go from there, and just make sure at the end of the day, you just want everybody to win. He's a Fed.
Can I say something really quick that I had been dying to ask you, Jay? My buddy was telling me one time, like when you were talking to Graham Nolan, you brought up Transformers issue 16 that he did the art for one time, man. And that back in the day I just thought it was really cool that you did that, because that back when it came out back in the day was considered some of the best art that they had in the original Marvel run, man. Everybody loved that, and I thought that was really cool that you brought that up, man.
I knew he was coming on the show, and I was like, I went digging in the boxes, and I was like, I know I have it.
Nice.
I have like every Transformer. Transformers is, I guess, either like I guess during that time period, either were like a G.I. Joe guy, Transformers guy, or you were both, but more than likely you leaned heavily into one or the other.
Yeah.
So like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers loved Transformers, but G.I. Joe was his thing. I was the complete opposite.
Yep.
I love Transformers. And this new comic run by Skybound
it's
with
fantastic.
Transformers is one of my...
I heard it's great.
Blown away.
Fantastic.
And it's like, that is everything in a Transformers book I ever wanted. And it just keeps getting better.
You can
Everybody
hear Peter
says that.
Cullen coming out of Optimus Prime, man. This is not some Michael Bay Peter Cullen. The first thing he does when he sees humans is throws himself in between them and laser fire.
It is
them.
so good.
That's
like, I can't get over. And there's a YouTube channel. I can't remember his name, but this young guy who loves these Transformer comics is making mini movies from them, just using stills from the comics. And he does like. I reached out to him and I said, I got to have you. I got to interview you on the podcast to talk Transformers. And he was all freaked out. He's like, did I do something wrong? I was like, no, man, your work is spectacular. Like, it is so good. And I watch his videos all like after I finish the books, like I'll put it on to see if I missed something. And I love it, man. I love it. So that book series, because I also had the Cobra Commander, Duke, and from all that stuff from Skybound with G.I. Joe and Transformers has been really good.
Yeah, the Void
so
Rivals
let's hope they don't screw
really
it up, but so far it has been unbelievably good. Starscream is my favorite. So like anything with Starscream, and they came out with like 12 different Starscream covers for that number one and like number two. Oh, dude, man, I had to buy them all. So
and I
buy a graded version and I buy a regular version.
He's
so,
such a freaking. They just made him. They amped him up to the most villainous, twisted.
He's like picking up humans and just squeezing them, and
man, just like they're
like,
laughing at him, man.
Squishy.
Yeah, it's like,
so cool,
that's
man.
Starscream, all right.
Anyway,
yeah, Starscream was always my favorite of the Decepticons too. Like, just because he's always conniving and scheming and backstabbing. That just
and he got his one moment in the movie. His 5 minutes
he's
of like,
cool,
I'm the leader of the Decepticons before he turned into, they just vaporize him into ash.
Man, don't bring up that movie. I was traumatized as a child.
Same.
Same here,
worst
man.
thing they ever did. I can't even watch it today without getting all like, they killed all my favorites in the first 5 minutes, and you're like, what are y'all doing?
I was
I'm a little
lucky
kid,
enough
like,
to be
freaking out, like watching this. Like, what the heck?
I was in the lobby, crying uncontrollably right
That
after
was
Optimus
awful,
died. So I didn't go back in until well after Starscream had bit the dust, so I didn't have to live through that. Then we rented a few months later. I'm like, okay, I want to watch it. I watch it. Starscream dies all over again.
It's brutal.
Man,
under my bed, crying for
why
an
didn't
hour.
they take that armor off?
They didn't mess around with kids back then. It was like, hey, by the way, everybody you ever loved is gonna die. Let's introduce you to this idea really early on.
It was like their whole mindset was like, well, we got to sell more toys, so let's just kill off
kill
everybody that
everybody
everybody loves, and we'll get a new one.
Yeah.
Starscream did have the coldest scene though in the whole film. He's like, we got to get rid of the dead weight. And he picks up Megatron. Megatron's like, I still function. He goes, oh yeah, here you go.
What
Drop it out the window.
Off the train.
Like, what the heck, dude?
By the way,
Yeah,
awesome.
Prime's death was particularly hardcore.
It was awful.
I know, right? Why didn't
really-
they take
I
that
still need
armor
to
off that
see
they
it.
fixed Ultra Magnus with? I'm like, take that back and fix Optimus Prime now.
He like turns gray in the movie. It's
Just to
like,
let you know that he's dead.
Yeah.
All the
Oh
color and the life is out of him, man. Oh yeah, he's dead
Hey.
as crap.
I'm not a Harry Potter guy.
Um,
Sorry, Jonah Hex.
Me and
You missed-
Diesel
you
have a
missed that one. You
sci-fi
missed that
show,
one.
and we were reviewing Transformers 1 and then revisiting Transformers 1989, and it was like nothing but middle-aged men sitting there holding back tears talking about this movie. Like when he turns gray and shit.
The crazy thing is, after that Transformers movie traumatized that whole, all of Gen X generation, they changed the G.I. Joe film because they were going to kill off some of the G.I. Joes.
Yeah,
Duke.
they were going
And
to
they
kill
were
off
like,
Duke.
yeah, Duke was supposed to die. And when they had
put
Duke
him in
wake
a
up at
coma.
the end from a coma, he's like, hey, I'm back,
Right.
everybody. What I miss?
I'm just fine. See, kids, nothing's wrong.
Honestly, that was a cheap way out, but still, I loved it. I didn't want Duke to die. I really did.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
didn't want Duke to die. The opening was bad. That's the best opening for a G.I. Joe.
It's pretty
The
good.
movie was the
yeah.
shit. I remember it, every detail of it to this day. The jetpack, setting of the bomb, Cobra forces coming over the hill.
Yep.
It was fucking amazing. I probably rewound that opening probably 100 times. No shit.
And what
It
did
was
Transformers
absolutely
do?
amazing.
All our favorites are in a ship, and Megatron just kills them all in the first 5 minutes. You're all like, what?
Dude, but that soundtrack was fire, man.
Yeah,
That metal, pop
I
metal
know.
Transformers soundtrack is so good.
It's pretty
Really, really good. And you're right. Heartbreaking.
I know.
Heartbreaking.
And the thing is, though, like we were talking about, it's probably what gave the film its resonance. Had they not killed Optimus Prime, I'm sure like 40 years later, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Well, they had to bring him all. They had to bring all.
They had to
them
bring him back.
Like,
Yeah, no, because all of us were sitting around in mourning, just like, well, at
That's
least we
back
got
during
the
the time
comic,
you
and then they
wrote
killed him in the
letters to the
comics. So
studio.
like, well, that's great.
Oh, Optimus Prime has died so many times in different media. Here, gonna go ahead and go ahead.
Oh, I couldn't find. Oh, who's going ahead?
Go ahead, Vaughn. You first.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say because you said Star Wars and that triggered a memory. I don't know if you remember, Jay. I think it's probably downstairs or something. That's what I was searching for. First time here, I'll pull up the clip. First time I met you at MegaCon. It was when Gina Carano was there. You gave me this action figure. I don't know if you remember this of Cara Dune for me to get signed. Do you remember that?
probably not.
Okay. Well, I have it on screen. I pulled up. I'm sharing my screen. I don't know. So this was 2 years ago. Where is it?
Oh, wait.
That's
Hi,
professionals here.
Professional.
Let me see if I can find that part. But the first part. Hold on a second.
Did we take a picture with it?
So there we go. You went up to me.
I'm chewing gum.
And so that was you went up, and then I'm trying to remember where, but at some point you gave me the action figure when
You were recording illegally? What are you doing?
No,
here?
you recorded.
This is your channel.
Why is everybody recording me without my consent?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Now I'm questioning your earlier.
This keeps
story.
happening always.
Jay's like this cute 12-year-old kid. Let me give him a free action figure.
And then I'm like, I'm 25.
He's
and he's
adorable.
like,
He's
oh.
probably a cancer patient.
Stop filming me! Stop filming me!
God, can you take it off my swollen face? Holy crap. Dude.
But anyway, yeah. That
What action figure was it?
It was one of the Cara Dune ones.
Like a Black Series?
The ones they pulled off.
I'm gonna
the,
find
shelves,
it
right?
and I'll tweet it out.
You actually threw it away after I
No,
gave
I
it.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. It's in a drawer somewhere, I think, being protected.
Oh, that's even worse.
You should have been prepared, sir.
I should have. I literally, you said the word Star Wars, and I just like my mind triggered, and I'm like, oh my god. Sold on eBay?
Man.
No,
Man.
never selling it. You know,
So
I'm
you
glad
brought
you
up,
unless I go in debt. Then
We have a great
you
time.
brought
at
up
those
Gina,
cons,
and
man.
that does remind me of we actually do have topics tonight. I always keep forgetting about that, and we just end up.
You
talking
invited me
the whole
on,
time.
man. There's no topics. We are.
So
I was on Mo's channel, and they're like, "We got 4 topics. We never got to a single one. We were just telling
One.
dumb stories." So, one of
dude,
those
and
things.
sometimes those are actually always the best shows. I actually hate the topics. I just have them there just so if
Just
we
in
run out
case.
of shit to talk about.
just in case you get like a stiff guest that doesn't know what
Oh,
to
I
do
should
or
do
say,
that.
and they just like, "Yeah, no, thank you."
I was trying to get Mo triggered.
Hey.
I was sitting at Mo's channel. I was like, did Mo ask you if how tall you were? Or like, there's always Mo always like asks everyone how tall he is if they play basketball, because he used to play basketball with these black guys. It's the same stories. And the watermelon story. He's like,
He needs to get new stories, man. That's all he's got is a watermelon. That's all he like.
Right.
That's all
Well,
he
it's
holds
important to
on
know.
to.
Hey, it's important.
the watermelon thing's my fault. Like anytime I see a watermelon flavored candy, soda, drink, or just watermelon, I literally take a picture of it and send it to him.
I mean, this show's a lot better than being on Geese and Gamers Daily. Anybody see my guest appearance on it yesterday or the day before? My camera broke, so I had to use my backup camera. And
You did
I
fine.
looked all
It's okay.
pasty white, and everyone was like, Jay's got AIDS. So, like, for an
Like,
hour and a
"Come on,
half,
don't-
they
hey,
were
be
like,
careful there."
everybody
That's
was
the thing,
roasting
man.
me with
Everybody-
super chats.
Everybody gives you so much crap, man, in the chat. Like when you show up, it's just like this. Like, all right, Jay's here. Now we got to give him nothing but shit for the entire show.
Well, my friend, don't worry about that because life's about to get better any second now. Iron, if you would.
He's got the cure for AIDS?
Yes, I do. It's called it's music
wood?
trivia. That's what it is.
Yeah, Jay, you got a few extra minutes for some music
Yeah,
trivia
man.
before you bounce? All right, let's do
Absolutely.
it. Hell yeah.
I agree with
better than
Jay.
any stupid topic.
The year 2003 was not a great year for music. So if anybody gets nauseous or gets sick easily, brace yourself. Here we go.
Let me go grab my air sickness bag.
Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win.
Did you just Mraz us, Mr. Burger?
Yeah, we were Mraz.
So that's the opposite of the cure for AIDS.
This one started.
Is that how it said? It's Mraz?
Yeah.
Jason well, what the hell? Anybody got an answer?
Guy
Got an
I
actual
do
answer?
not know. I'm Yours by Jason Mraz.
Cannot wait. I'm yours.
Vaughn is totally lost.
I was old enough for that one to come out. So
See, Vaughn is totally lost on absolute classics.
oh, listen,
but,
I'm wearing an STP shirt. I like classics. You just play shit that was played in the club once in the 90s, and you're like, Vaughn, you remember this? I'm like, I wasn't born.
Slander.
You'll play, like,
Absolute
this one-hit
slander.
wonder shit.
That's something
And
that
it's
you'd
like-
pretend to like because the girl you were dating was wanting you to listen to
Exactly.
it.
100% correct, Diesel.
Unfortunately,
100% correct. Much like this pop dance nonsense. Here we go.
All right. They may or may not have used the chat to figure that one out. So
Let me remove
Bumps.
that one.
What happened?
Did it
Okay.
go?
who got
Oops,
kicked?
there we go.
I agree with Jay.
Yeah.
That's my favorite meme of all.
Right?
I get a good feeling. Yeah.
I know that song. I don't remember the name.
I know
of
it.
What is that song?
Man.
I don't know. I don't like
That
that.
was
no
finally
idea.
my
No
era,
idea
but I don't
what that
remember. I don't remember the
Oh wait,
artists
I know
or
it.
any half of these.
I know it. Am I allowed to guess?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's Avicii, if I remember correctly, did the remix. It's
That
not
is correct,
Rebel.
but that's not that's not him. That's correct. You are right.
Oh! Wait, holy shit.
Hint.
Yo, Vaughn. Vaughn's music knowledge
Jay is
sucks.
actually in the state.
What?
Jay is actually in this state.
Jay, what
Florida?
state are you in currently at this moment?
Florida.
Whoa,
now all you
Ryder!
gotta, now all you gotta do, now all you gotta do is get the title.
It is I gotta oh wait, no, that's not it.
Florida State of Mind. I don't know.
It's the rapper. It's a rapper named Flo Rida.
It's I got Flo Rida, I got a feeling.
Close.
Flo Rida.
No.
Close.
I got a feeling it's not
good
Flo Rida.
feeling. Flo Rida.
That's
Good
some bullshit.
feeling.
I
Emily in
think
the chat.
Emily
Oh.
got it, but David D got the name right first.
Gentlemen, these people are currently doing the title for an amazing animation called Arcane. Here we go. They do the title music for Arcane.
You said my favorite word.
Title music?
Title?
Arcane.
Oh, man.
Radioactive
Imagine
Imagine
Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Radioactive.
Yeah, radioactive.
Yep.
That's a
Vegas.
gym song for me, man.
That's my
That's
Jim's
a
song.
great song. Love it.
We
Well
got
done.
to see them before they were anything, when they were just playing
Yep.
free on Fremont Street, and they were
Yep.
just the cool local band, man.
Well,
They're
I
from
saw
Vegas?
them
They just, it
for
was like overnight. Yeah, they're from Vegas. They just blew up. I
Blew
mean,
up
it was like,
overnight.
holy crap! Now everybody knows who they are. When did that happen?
Who is
Wow. I did not know they were from Vegas. They also
Yep.
did their other big #1 hit was from Mission Impossible Fallout. That was another big hit for them, but they are known currently for doing the title track on Arcane. Very well done, folks. Well done. This one has been butchered by a new singer that everyone hates.
Oh, I know. Lincoln Park. Be Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you.
I feel so edgy right now.
Numb. Are you pandering to me with this music, Mr. Berger? Is this to get me back on trivia?
The algorithm picks the year, and it picks the song. Always blame the algorithm and David D.
I know that song. It was sung by a woman who's completely out of key and completely soulless.
Why not just change the name of the band?
Taylor Swift did Numb?
Why not just...
Hey,
why not just...
Sabrina Carpenter
she sings
did
better
Eddie.
than me.
Hey, the Beatles got really edgy in their later years.
That was
Just
Was that
change
before
the
or
name of
after
the
the
band,
weed or
for
the
Christ's sake. That's all you need to do. Just change the name of the band. Don't try and nostalgia bait an entire planet. It's nonsense.
Yeah. This means more to us than this to you.
This person has got TDS to the maximum degree, to the point where she told
That
people
narrows it down.
not to
Oh,
listen to her music anymore.
Oh, I know that.
Rachel Zegler.
It's got
Paramore?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Haley from Paramore.
Pilgrim versus the World, that shit.
Oh, could have. Yeah, it could be Haley Williams.
She had that one good song in there.
I knew it.
Oh, man. Lawrence, how did I forget the name?
Well, when you said that girl, I was thinking Green Day.
No.
That's pink. But it's pink. Right?
David D
Yeah,
goes
pink.
pink. My breath
But it's-
stinks.
That's Trouble.
It's just give me a reason.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
We can learn to love again. I'm sorry,
Who is?
Look, I gotta admit,
additional bit of trivia. Who was the guest vocalist on that song?
Isn't it fun?
Oh
Isn't
no!
that the
Yeah.
name of the band?
It's awful.
Damn it! It's
stuff.
supposed to be a mystery. Okay,
And-
fine.
He tries so hard to sound like Freddie Mercury.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He absolutely did, and he failed miserably.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he succeeded.
No,
He had good
I
hair,
was
though.
like, you're
Tries.
crazy, dude.
No, he
The
tries.
19
You can tell he's trying to.
The 1970s were a decade that was a both musical and fashion disaster. What's the name of this song that appeared in both charted for weeks and weeks? Well, actually charted for months, but appeared in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh.
Sorry, Sir Obsidian.
Like Glorious Bastards. Is that where that movie's going to come from? We'll find out.
Whatever you want to do.
Al Green.
Is always good music.
Wait.
That is, of course, Al Green. But what is the name of the song? Bonus question: what movie did it appear in? Probably his most famous work.
Pulp Fiction.
Correct. Now name the song.
Oh, I'm blanking on
I could
the song.
never remember the name of this song.
Let's stay together.
You're
Ding,
right.
ding, 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 ding. Well done, Selena. Well
you.
done. Well done. All right.
She's using
1970.
Google. She's using Google. Listen.
Drunk
No,
Ride.
for real, no. I'm in the
Al
chat.
Green looks like
I
a
swear to
preacher
God.
in that video.
He actually ended up being a preacher, Diesel.
Did he
Matter of fact,
really?
that's the way he ended his career.
Yep.
Let's
Oh.
see. This particular song appeared in the most famous disco movie of all time. Here we go.
Boogie Nights.
John Travolta stuff or whatever that movie is.
It's gonna be the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Like gonna be the Bee Gees.
Bee Gees.
It has to
me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love. Then you saw.
Look at that hair, man. It was like thick.
Listen, I recognize him from the
How
hair
deep
alone.
is
I
your
don't even have
love?
to hear
How
the
deep
name.
is your love? Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I agree, Jay. That is what's called a man main.
There's some Aquanet in that.
Definitely.
Hey! Now, let's not diss Aquanet. I'm one of the few black people.
Oh, I like that smell, man. It's making a cologne. Smells like Aquanet.
Listen, if that doesn't say manly, man, I don't know what does. That is, of course, the Bee Gees. That is, of course, damn it, I had the title tip on my tongue. The Bee Gees.
How deep is your love?
How deep is your love? Thank you. I'm getting old, folks. This particular tune was one of the first popular mainstream metal hits of the decade. Here we go.
Oh, it's Metallica, probably.
Nope, not in this decade.
Oh, this decade. Oh.
No, wait, that is Black Sabbath.
Name of the song. Name of the
I don't know
song.
the name of the song. I know it's on.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Damn, got it. That's it.
Diesel.
Swords of Deadpool. Fuck, you're old.
Indeed.
Yep. Get off my lawn. I know that because Anthrax covered that.
Ozzy was literally a toddler when that was put out. Absolute baby. Let's see. Moving right on with the metal vibe. Here's another one that came out in 1979, just on the cusp of the 80s, featuring the original singer.
Highway to Hell.
I've never heard this
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell.
As I have said before, that song will outlive the planet itself. Earth will be but a cinder, and somewhere in the universe, they will be playing that song.
Does anyone not know it? Like,
I don't think anyone.
I think everybody said
So
it
was
right
that
off the
song
bat,
in
yeah.
Iron Man? I have it in my head that it was, but I don't think.
I think it was Back in Black was in.
Yeah, I remember Back in Black, but I have it in my head that Highway to Hell was in one of the Iron Man movies, and I don't know why.
It was. It was.
Really?
It
Which
was.
one?
I believe it was the first one. I believe.
Really?
I
It
think
may
so.
have been. There's
think
lots
so.
of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron
believe
Man
it
1 had a
was.
pretty good soundtrack. Emily
No, I
Kruger,
had a
who
great
is a master of quiz, is saying Iron Man 2.
Really?
Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
Iron
she's
Man 2.
probably
That may be right. That sounds right. Sounds right.
haven't even
It-
seen
The
the
Iron
first
Man
Iron Man
game
movie.
was great because you just got to beat up terrorists while Iron Man, the instrumental version of Iron Man plays. You get to run around and beat up terrorists in a cave while that song's playing.
Awesome.
Ladies and
I wish
gentlemen,
I
I
could do that in
have
real life.
All right.
every one of these outfits that you're about to see. I own every one of these outfits. If you would,
Who wears short
Village people.
shorts? I wear short shorts.
Polka dot bikinis. Earth,
I don't know the song.
every one of the. I was in that out. I went to Walmart in that outfit this morning.
Hey,
Sure
I
did.
think they were wearing that in Wakanda forever.
Hey guys.
We're gonna go ahead and real
Yeah.
quick. We gotta pull this off real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I got to
Jay
bounce,
is
man.
taking off.
That's okay.
Forgive me.
All right.
Well,
Forgive me,
thanks for
forgive
hanging
me.
out, man. We
Yeah,
had a
man.
blast. Don't know
No,
about
I
you.
gotta come back, man. I gotta come back when I have no other obligations,
yes.
so we could just hang the whole time. I had a great time.
Oh man, open
You guys are
invite.
freaking
You're
awesome.
Always welcome back.
Jay, you're
Oh.
the man.
Oh, you're awesome.
I love it. I love it. And yeah, just like I'll hit you guys up now that you guys are all in my DMs. You know, better than some of the
Not
other
in a
stuff
fun
I've
way.
been getting recently for being part of Ripaverse or Ripaset.
Oh.
It's like,
Forget those,
No.
forget those
Bless you,
haters.
sir.
No.
God bless you, sir.
See,
Forget those
we were
haters,
gonna
man.
wait for you to leave before we go get in the mud and start slinging,
it's not,
rolling
We are
around.
that's what it is.
Of the
I knew what was coming. It's all good. God bless everyone that wants to make up stuff and say whatever they want. Like whatever.
Right.
It's all good. I appreciate you guys. Pick up Achromatic Chronicles Green. We're on that push to get to 2,000 copies sold in the first month, which is incredible. I didn't hit that on my first book. I didn't hit 50K on my first book till almost 40 days in the campaign. So,
I'm right
help
there
me
with
out
you.
because
I'm really
apparently
close.
online it's a failure. So like, let's make sure like y'all help this poor boy that's failing, and
So
everything.
sad, man.
So
It's
no, all
failing
jokes
upward.
aside, appreciate
Can't
the love.
believe it.
Oh, you're
You guys
you're
keep
amazing.
doing your
No,
thing.
man,
and-
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Dude,
Congrats, man.
I gotta
Congrats,
come back.
dude.
Man, I'd love
you-
to pick your brain on Transformers sometime.
Oh man, let's
that is
do
my
it. Do a
jam.
Transformer stream and definitely send me an invite.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Once I
Yeah,
get through
dude.
the holidays, like the holidays is crazy because I'm driving all. I always go do family, so it's like
I think
Oh, that's great.
family first, So it's like doing
Absolutely.
the drive all the way up the East Coast to see family all through the second week of December, and then it's like I'm done, So definitely invite me back on anytime. You won't
Yeah.
bother me. Trust me. You guys are good people. God bless y'all, and
God bless you too, brother.
God
I'll
bless
catch you on
you.
the next
Have
Watch
a
this
great
trailer,
night.
make fun of it.
Thanks for
All right,
hanging
thank
out,
you.
Bye,
dude.
Jay.
I don't have AIDS.
Everybody buy
No matter what
Jay's
anybody
book.
says.
Exactly.
Hell
All
yeah,
love,
Bill.
man. All love.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
I gotta find
Jay,
my accent
Drunk3PO,
creator.
everybody.
so
has
mad.
left the building.
Did we watch this trailer?
First.
Did I
Good
miss that
get,
part?
Lena.
Yeah.
Good get.
Oh, okay.
He's great.
Came in late.
I put in the link to the to his book as well as all his socials and Linktree in the chat. So go check him out.
And I will put the link to him and X-Wing's History of Pirates channel, which I'm not going to lie,
so
I'm just
thrilled
finding
for
out
that.
about it. And
That's cool.
they have a video on one of my favorite cartoons of all time, The Pirates of Darkwater. So I'm going to be watching that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? You like that? I thought I was one of the only ones. I love that show.
Oh, that was
I wanted to ask him
dude,
about
I
that.
had the toys, man. That was one of my
Did you?
freaking favorites.
I
So that
love
show-
that show.
I was
love it.
convinced that show was like a fever dream I had for years because I like couldn't remember the title. And I just remember like Blackwater coming at the pirates, and I'm like, I remember just really liking it. I was like, oh, it was a fever dream I had one time.
It would
But then
really
I was
make
like,
a good live
saw him
action.
on the show. I was like, that was a thing.
Make a very good live action. I wish they would do that in live action. Great show.
Wish they just do more
the
pirate stuff in
evil
general. That'd
pirate
be so
Lord
cool.
Bloth, who will stop at nothing to
There
get
it
the
is.
treasures for himself. The writing for this show is fantastic, and it rivals many of the big blockbusters.
And that animation is just freaking gorgeous to look at.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
can we
clean.
I
just say
used to have it on
Jay's
VHS.
Yeah.
Some old school
Jay's voice is
hand drawn
perfect for,
2D animation right there.
You know,
That's one of
another
my
channel.
favorites of the 90s,
Yeah.
man.
For
Late
It
80s,
is.
early 90s.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites of the late 80s, early 90s. An excellent, excellent, excellent show. You
I know
know,
this isn't
Yeah,
full
it-
pirate. Does anybody remember Peter Pan and the Pirates? The old
Great
Fox
show.
kid.
Yeah.
Great
I do.
show.
Remember
Fox's
that?
Peter Pan and the Pirates was the
was on
Peter
shit.
Fox.
Pan and the Pirates was so
Yeah.
dope.
yep. They had
That
to
was
change
one of
the
the
design because
Peter
Disney
Pan
owned
cool.
it.
He was a little asshole.
Disney owned it, so they had to change the design.
You know, one thing we forgot to mention too, Jay has another channel called Jay Walking the Earth.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Yes, that's a great.
Yeah.
Now I am
Yeah,
subbed
let
to
me
that
get
channel.
Yeah, me too.
That would be such a good
And
live
Park
action.
hopping,
Park
Yeah,
Hoppin's
Park
fun.
Park Hoppin'.
Dark Water.
Oh, Park
I,
Hoppin'.
if they would even if they just bring
Oh,
it back, reanimate it, redo it, completely true to the original, and keep going with the story, because that was supposed to be a long running series, but the miniseries just didn't quite.
It was
get
ahead
the
of its time. It
popularity
was
that
too
the
good for
the bean
kids, man.
counters didn't. Yeah, they didn't.
It was
go
too
with
good
it,
for
but
kids,
man,
but it was an amazing show.
it was so
Up-
good.
Thundar kind of got me into that. Thundar,
Yeah, Thundar the Barbarian.
yeah, got me into that. I loved both of those shows. Herculoids, Thundar, Pirates of Dark Water.
Thundar was dark for a kid show, dude.
It was.
They putting
Real
out
dark.
comic books of all of those old series, including Space Ghost, in a more serious.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't checked them out yet, but I've heard good things.
I can't get
Herculoids
past like
being
Cartoon
included.
Network, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Oh wait, so do you
Oh,
mind
man.
if we
See you later,
if we
Beanpad.
show, if we show some really interesting footage from the other night, courtesy of
Now that Jay's gone and we can't get him in trouble, abso-fucking-lutely.
all right, now let the record show I in the strongest of terms condemn the language that was used by Strider in this clip.
Full disclosure, every member of the Rogues Gallery fully disavows Strider and his use of language and what we're about to see. This will be my first time seeing this as well.
Well, let me say, I just wanted to talk about the Penguin, you know, a character that children. And
Great show, by the way.
Strider
Thank you. I
had
liked it. To be fair, you all set me up for this, and then
we didn't. We did not set you up. you
We just finished the Penguin too, by the way. Loved it. The ending
Loved
is
it.
so haunting.
freaking love. Yeah, that
was
was
sick, dude. I watched it
crushes you,
last
but-
night.
It does.
They trick you. They make you forget and subtly remind you throughout the series he is a villain. This is a
Yes, he
villain's
is.
story.
Yeah.
I
And
honestly thought
that
Vic-
last scene, you're like, holy
Yo,
shit.
man.
I honestly
Yeah,
thought
right.
the
Vic
minute
was
the
going to get
minute
away.
Vic, the minute Vic
Honestly
mentioned
did.
family, I knew he was doomed.
Yeah,
I knew
was
it.
like that.
I knew it.
I
That's the thing,
I
Vic.
still wish they kept him because that kid killed it. He was
Yeah.
incredible.
I like the character.
He did great job, man. They did that character so well, and I was hoping to see it. Maybe if they could have, waited for season 2 or 3, let it drag on a little bit, but
Is
all
there
right, what do
something
you got
wrong
first?
with me because I kind of want to go out with Sophia Falcone, even though she's crazy?
Dude, you and everybody else, man. You and Ryan
Get
got
in
it
No,
line.
me and-
over.
it's just it's
Not
like the
a
right.
problem
I don't know,
there.
man. It's the kind of crazy that I fall into all the time. Good grief.
I
know
hear
what
you,
they say about
Diesel.
crazy women.
All right. So speaking of crazy,
Look, you all trigger now.
yeah, I was mad. For context, I was mad that they changed Oswald Cobblepot's name to Oz Cobb.
I didn't like
think
that either.
I take at least 2 to 3 points off the show, even if it was a 10 out of 10, because of that. You're making the Penguin
for
adapt the
Oswald
Penguin.
Cobb.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
I think that like if the show was a 10 out of 10, it immediately at least two or 3 points behind because if you're gonna change the character's name of a character's been
It's
around
too
80-something years.
fantastical.
Yeah, Cobblepot.
I agree.
Oswald
That
Cobblepot.
annoyed me. That didn't.
All right,
annoy
like
me.
like let's call
Respect
you.
the source. They gave you the top head at the end.
All right, fine.
Take the
So
W.
fine. Let's
Okay,
call
pause
Bruce.
it, pause
Let's
it,
call,
pause
let's
it,
call him Bruce. Yes.
I think his name actually was Oswald Cobblepot. They just shortened it when they talked to him because I remember, and I could be 100% wrong, but I think
hope
they
you're right.
mentioned his full name in the Batman as Oswald
Well,
Cobblepot.
it was on the merchandise. It was Oswald Cobblepot. I was at
Yeah.
Six Flags, and it was Oswald Cobblepot. But I think they might have retconned it. I hope I'm wrong.
I only
think
seen the
you're right.
first
I
two
think they're
episodes.
just shorting it for like he tries to make his dorky name sound cool. I'm Oz Cobb, not Cobblepot.
Look
You know,
at that!
it's
I
the
love
whole-
it. We're keeping Strider waiting. You
just put me out of my misery already. God damn it!
What are we
you're
about to
6'3".
watch, buddy?
I am.
What are we? What's going on here? All right,
I
let's do
don't
it.
know.
Fine, let's call him
Yeah.
Bruce. Let's call him Bruce Way. It's the same character.
Bruce Day.
It's a few letters.
Rouse up.
Bruce is too rare of a name.
Let's
What
call
if he
Logan
changes his
Paul.
name? What if he changes his name when he starts running for office and he changes
That's
it to Cobblepot?
fine, but it's still
Edward
like,
Nick. Oh.
But
That was unintentional. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. No,
Gotta
it
own
wasn't.
it.
There we go. What do you think of that?
Oh my god! I don't
Back
know if
on.
that deserves
Mr.
this.
Burger, how do you respond?
We need
Edward Nick. Oh wait,
you need a sad trombone on that one.
So,
I'm glad
I
y'all gonna laugh out of
immediately-
that.
I immediately disavowed him. And
As do I. I disavow. 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 As do I.
I'm gonna be honest, Strider. I
me.
was expecting way worse. That wasn't that bad.
Well, it wasn't, but it was.
See, Vaughn.
Well, it was.
If you had MSK on, you would have got the full hard R.
MSK is
True.
MSK is
Followed by the F slur, and then
MSK. I invite him on my channel, and I get the feel the fear of God when MSK starts talking.
You start sweating. Yeah,
I'm
like
what is
It doesn't
he
go
says
away.
shit, and then when I ask him to elaborate, he says something worse that
I
makes it
know.
more
I
confusing.
know.
And
Yeah,
he'll be
that
like,
doesn't
"You
go
know what
away."
I'm talking about?" I'm like,
Look. Ethan has. Oh. Look.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Look,
dude, you have to put him on Will Smith's son, Jane Smith, After Earth. You gotta do that.
Ethan Van Sciver has said much worse things about me. Much worse.
Ethan Van
Much
Sciver has said much
worse.
worse things about everybody.
"Oh yeah,
So
oh yeah." Well, anyway,
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get into that with Jay, but yeah, I've got so much. It's like,
Oh,
if he just opened the door, I've got all these clips ready. Like, look at this motherfucker.
Nah, you can't, dude.
Imagine
I'm not
being
gonna
such
do
a
PFAP like crazy.
Imagine just being such a piece of shit that you go after Jay, probably one of the nicest people on planet
yeah,
Earth,
absolutely.
who's writing a kid's book for kids.
No limits.
You go after him? What the hell, dude?
It's just because of his hate for Ripa.
Well, what I like is
what a piece of shit.
out of
yeah,
he accuses his new thing is accusing Eric July of like harassing and
His new
essaying the Saskas. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when he started talking shit about Jay, even his own chat and everybody else, like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? You don't gotta talk about Jay like that. What are you
don't
doing?
talk about Jay.
Yeah. Listen, he is desperate as hell. His viewership has fallen off on a minimum between 32 and 37% on Trashcast and his other shows. He even put out, I mean, I can bring all this stuff. I got receipts. I keep stuff on, I keep an entire folder on Ethan because he's going to get the video treatment from me very, very soon. But
The Kings
hell,
are
he's
blaming
trying-
the smaller creators too.
Yeah,
For
yeah, exactly. But also, he's putting out the white flag. If you haven't noticed as of lately, he's trying to quote unquote make amends and be a little bit more friendly to creators. He's starting to talk about the fact that, hey, we're going to bring on smaller creators and I'm going to promote them and blah, 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 blah. He says, I'm going to do more streams about being instructional and helpful and blah, blah. He's waving the white flags, ladies and gentlemen, because his videos are suffering. His super chats are suffering. His online presence is being destroyed, along with Shane and John Malin. John Malin made about $40,000 to $60,000 less on this current campaign that he did on campaigns previously. Shane is going to lose more money. Ethan's Hellefant, the reason why he's pissed at Jay is because Hellefant has been out for months and is barely creeping up to 73,000, barely creeping up there. Yeah. Jay is going to blow past that like gangbusters if he already hasn't. That's Ethan's problem. He's a jealous fat bitch. Bottom line. And I intend to take some time and really point that out in the same way that the documentary did. I have had enough of Ethan Van Sciver. I had a modicum of respect for John Malin. It's gone now. It's finished. He's no better than Ethan. Shane Davis is just a toadying little fucking Ed McMahon piece of shit. He's getting it too.
Man, that EVS documentary was something else.
It was something. They did a good job.
Yeah, there's a lot that I didn't know that I do know, and my life is worse for knowing all that.
Not enough.
So
right. 2 hours is not enough. They stopped.
Next time I go to pee, I'm going to take my headsets off because right as I'm midstream, Mr. Burger calls Ethan Van Sciver a fat, gay, jealous piece of shit, and I almost piss all over my pants.
So midstream, is that? Yeah, okay.
Right. Just
all sorts of streams come out.
My thing is that Ethan claims he doesn't understand what I'm so upset about.
Oh, it's always how it goes.
He literally said that I'm a welfare baby, that my dad left me, that I am
and how
what
would
did
he
he
know
say?
that?
Section 8 recipient. I mean, he made some pretty fucked up racist bullshit, and then he immediately turned around and said, well, it's not racist, it's blah 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 blah.
No,
you know,
that's
normally
just
I have
jokes,
an
bro.
That's that was
normally I
just
have
jokes,
an
bro.
incredibly
It's the default response. Always.
I have an incredibly thick skin. Hell, I've made much worse racist jokes myself. But the fact that he thinks,
I just did.
Thank you. I'm very proud of him. But the fact that he thinks that shit was just going to go unanswered, no. I've been on a tirade for months. Actually, I switched sort of off of Vito onto him. And there's so much more I can say about Vito coming up later this month. But yeah, I am all about fucking wrecking Ethan Van Sciver.
Get in line.
What's called? I really am. But I'm collecting everything he posts, everything he puts out. We're gonna make a nice little video about it. Really is his pathetic attempt to make amends. It's unreal.
Like the Atlantic saying, "Isn't it time?" After the coup was done and dusted, like, "Isn't it time for reconciliations?" Like, no, you wanted to lock us up in camps. Fuck off.
Exactly.
Well, what cracks me up
exactly
is
his attitude.
Fucking John De La Rose is go on a fucking roll, just exposing every little hypocrisy, everything well articulated, just great videos. Then he's like, "Oh no, let's wave the white flags, and I'm not going to go after you. You don't go after me, and we need to just stop doing all this." But then Ethan just keeps up with the exact same behavior with anyone and everyone else. And right now, like, his going after smaller creators for not doing their part and working hard enough for new CG, while saying, "Oh, and this year we're totally going to have books coming out. I'm putting out Rainbow the Brute and Cyberpunk." Like, oh, you're already late.
Why would you ever invest?
He said that
in
last year too. He said that in 2023. He goes,
also, the
"They'll be out
spirit of that
next year. Watch,
announcement
you
was
better believe it."
You know, the spirit of that announcement was just unbelievable because it's so triumphant. Like, guys, I am so excited. No, he should be
totally
on
for
his
cereal
knees.
this time.
Yeah, well, he should be on his knees
I
saying,
just
"Guys,
can't
I am
imagine-
so sorry. I screwed up. Your book is a year late. I have been
I feel
fucking
bad
around
that
too
I'm, like,
long.
2
I am
months
so sorry." But he won't, because to him,
Vaughn
nothing he ever does
Coleman
is ever wrong.
on his first book has been able to
After
achieve
Cyberpunk 3,
something.
by the way.
Has been able to achieve something that this quote unquote comic book professional can't seem to get right. First book Vaughn's put out. He's put it out on time. Got it in the customer's hands.
A little behind. I'll be frank. I was 2 months behind.
Yeah, but you're not 3 years
2
behind.
months is not.
You're not
It's
4
within
years
the realm
behind.
of reasonability with a book and everything that goes into putting those
Mhm.
out. Nobody expects everything to be perfectly on time, and nobody's unreasonable either. But then there's what they're doing, which is completely. I mean, and even Jay said certain people are ruining the crowdfunding.
They absolutely are
for everyone else.
Well, and the other thing too is like, okay, the thing what Vaughn does is he lets his backers know what's going on
all the time. All the
You
time.
go-
I've sent 30 something emails to the point where some people are like, "Shut up, Vaughn." You know?
Yeah, if you go to EVS's campaigns, there's people just
Radio.
wondering what update are we getting? They're like, at least tell us what's going on.
He looks
And
scared.
like
He looks
me,
like he's
I
running
don't-
as he is.
I don't care if a book is late if I get updates about it. That's
Yeah.
that's just me.
Or reasons that make
goes
sense.
to the Basilisk.
Thank you,
goes
David
to the
D.
Basilisk when I
Thank
found
you.
about it, it was awesome. But Razorfist was like, "This is going to be a little bit later than we anticipated, but here's why. Here's what we're doing. Here's our
Yeah.
process." I'm like, "Okay, I'm fine." And then I got it. I'm like, "Thank you. I love this book. I've read it like 4 times already. I love it, and I don't mind."
Think of
it
that,
being
Strider.
loaded
Think
late.
of that. communicate to your customers and they won't get pissed instead of blaming them, yelling at them, and treating them like crap when they ask about the status of a book. Everything becomes defensive.
with their backer money.
You got to also understand like how special it is to have someone pay for a product that they haven't read yet, that's got no reviews. That's everything.
That's a level of trust you can.
It's a level of trust. It's a level, an IP that's usually not well known. Like, so I take that like really to heart with like all my backers, because I mean it's different. You know, I'm in a different place because you know I really have not proven myself yet, even still. But it's like I just can't imagine doing that. I genuinely can't
that means you couldn't be a disgusting degenerate like Vito who sits around and yells, "Please don't ask for any more refunds, guys. The book will be out at the end of the year." Guess what? As of yesterday, 2 days ago, Faggot Tony basically said Vito's book is not going to be out before the end of the year. According to Vagnoni,
it's just not coming
out.
He lost like something big.
It's Winds of Winter. Well, the thing is that
that's what I was going to go with it.
The crazier he gets, the more time he spends on the internet, he's exhausting all of his creative energy on internet shit. That's where all that energy goes, because at the end of the day, once he's done doing 8-hour streams and done like tweeting like an idiot, like a coked up Nick Arcada for anybody and everybody who refuses to suck his dick, he's got no energy left to do anything with anything creatively. And I wish I was kidding, but like seriously, how many times is
I'm so glad we let Jay leave before we got down in the mud like this.
Oh, that's why I put on the filter when he was here. I didn't want to disrespect him. But also, we're far enough into where no one's gonna know.
And here's the other thing:
that's the level of trust you can't violate.
Vito's been advertising
Vaughn,
his
give me the link for your
before.
book. I want to bring it up again.
Oh, sure.
Vito's been advertising his book way before Rippaverse was even a thing. That's the funny part of it.
What? Just because he's using the George R.R. Martin method of writing.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
it's even in the early years,
that,
George, even in the early years, Gurm would still say, "Oh, it's coming out next year. It's coming out next year. I'm planning on next year," and then he just stopped giving those updates.
Now I will. I'll be
he said
empathetic
on
in
a
some
stream
regards.
that somebody like whoever his artists like are like holding the assets aren't giving it to him. So it's like he doesn't like something about him not having access to it. No, I think what happened, you know, like some of these artists do, they go like overseas, get really cheap art. And they didn't know, like they didn't think that the comic was going to make that much money. And then once they saw, somebody probably sent the guy a message saying like, "Yo, this made 100K," and now he's probably like, "Yeah, give me more money. I'm not giving you the art." That's probably what's happening. Like,
isn't he his own artist? I thought
that's
no.
I thought he did his own art.
No. A lot of no.
Oh, I have even less. I have even less respect for him now.
No, he just wrote the crap.
The art. Because the art that I've been seeing is I kind of like it, but I was like, how can a guy this skilled, this talented be such a piece of shit? Like surely
that is not
someone who puts
Vito's
that much
art
energy in there. Okay.
At all.
Oh,
It's not his
you're
art
talking
at
about
all.
Vito? I thought you were talking about EVS.
I mean, you guys want to look at it? I have the digital
Never mind.
like third that he sent out.
Real quick, Diesel's chomping at the bit. What do you got for us, Diesel?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, this is Tulsi Gabbard shooting guns.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice
What a
color
woman.
change.
Oh.
Silver
I don't
Fox.
want you to get hit for the
God bless America.
Motley Crue song.
I don't know what I'm more turned on by.
Everybody
except
except
American right there.
Everybody except Marco Rubio, I'm fine with. Everybody except him.
Isn't it so fucking cool to finally have leaders in the White House that can wield a gun, that know what they're fucking doing with it, that know how to shoot, that know how to load, whose hunting gear actually looks worn and not taken right out of the Academy packaging? Isn't it nice to have someone like that in the White House? For fuck's sake!
This is how we shot Trout. It's a Remington. Blah 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 blah.
I just want to say,
the director of national intelligence, ladies and
hey,
gentlemen.
don't make Professor Savage that angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. You're looking a bit green. Did CNN put the Joe Rogan filter on you, or what's going on? There you go. We can't hear you.
Did everybody hear about the fact that Elon Musk has got a workaround? Some of these rhino senators are trying to get out of line. So Elon Musk said,
I
listen,
think he's got a workaround, man. You're
he
right,
basically is going to spend his own money to boot them if they don't get the agenda pushed. So either you get on board or you're not going to have a job. So Thune can try and be an asshole all he wants. Your job is not guaranteed. Matter of fact, he's up for re-election next year.
You know what's really
get in line?
The rhinos that came woodwork voting for him, like that woman from Alabama, man, she's gone. We got to get rid of that bitch.
We got to get rid of Lisa Murkowski. She needs to go.
And Ted Cruz, I always Ted Cruz or something.
I would rather get rid of John Cornyn over Ted Cruz. Because Cruz at least has been on the Trump train. He took a while. He took a few years to. He took like a couple years to. Well, I don't know. He didn't really. I still remember.
He got cucked pretty damn hard by Trump. That was
here's the thing.
Issue.
That is true. But he has never. But after the election was over and Trump was president, and I remember this because I wasn't born yesterday. Cruz got on board pretty quickly. He was not part of the Never Trump wing, and he had every reason. He had every reason to be.
But
and
just
I appreciate
watching a
that
guy get
him.
cuffed that bad by Trump, it's just kind of hard to look at him like.
Well, exactly, but and I do
At
agree.
least he's
But
on
also look
board.
who he's hooked. Yeah, he's on board. He's not opposed to anything really Trump has done. He's been
He
probably
voted against what's his name and voted for the Thune. All those pieces of shit that voted for Thune.
Ted Cruz did not. No, Ted Cruz did not vote for. He voted
didn't.
for the guy.
He did not vote for Thune.
He did
not
not
vote for Cornyn.
I'm guessing. Well, I was looking at that preliminary thing. I'm pretty sure Katie Britt.
He was originally going to, and then when he realized, he's like, nope, he's not.
Cornyn is going
have to
to
like
get
him, but-
primaried. Cornyn will not
fuck
last
Cornyn,
in
yeah.
Texas.
Well, he was also one of the. Yeah, I am too. I remember early on, he got a shit ton of flack for like some kind of gun control bill that he backed, and everyone's like, "We elected you're in Texas. We elected you not to do this because he was this. I think yeah. I unfortunately voted for him. He's still a Republican, but yeah, I think he was. And it was just crazy to see like we just elected you, you motherfucker. What are you doing? And even like Razorfist called him out on it. I think that's kind of solidified, nailed the coffin shut. He's not long for this world for long for the Senate. I don't think
He's
he is.
not.
Not in
I can
Trump's
guarantee that.
America. No.
You
got to love Tuberville though. Tuberville's the one who voted not to certify Joe Biden in 2020, and of course he didn't vote for third.
Yep.
That's Auburn's former football coach.
Put it this
our
way,
senator, man.
Put it this way: when you turn over to Morning Joe, when you turn over the Lead with Jake Tapper, you turn over to that stupid show with that broad on CNN, Abby Phillips. They're all about your Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is a great pick. Other than Marco Rubio, they're always talking about how Marco Rubio is fantastic. That's how you know he's a piece of shit.
Yep.
That's how you know he's not the guy for the job.
Yep.
That's how you know the establishment is too far up Marco Rubio's butt. Too far up.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I do not care for him and don't trust him.
Yeah.
You can tell who's not on the side of
how much they hate
by how much they hate him. So Tulsi, RFK Jr.,
correct.
Matt Gaetz. These are
correct.
the people that they are just livid about. Means they're not the ones that
it means they're good. If they're mad about it, that means it's good for us.
Well, hold up. The
absolutely.
one problem with Tulsi, though, is she's a part of that. Was it WEF, the World?
Not anymore. That was
Economic
more
Forum.
That was more than a decade ago. I think I really believe that she has had a religious conversion.
Great awakening, so to speak.
Well, I mean, by evidence simply by the fact that Trump has been the biggest enemy of the WEF and the entire globalist idea from the very beginning. He has spoken out against it even back in 2008 when he ran for. I mean, he hates globalism, and for Tulsi,
there are a lot of WEF defectors. Vivek Ramaswamy is another one. He was a young lead. He went to the Young Leaders seminar for
Elon Musk.
He can be more against.
Yep. Elon
Shout
Musk.
out to Alex Jones keeping InfoWars, bitches.
That was incredible.
I was going to bring that up actually. Yeah, criminal investigation against the buyers.
Of course, man,
So,
because they put it up to
the
like
times they are a
Yeah, I love it.
changing.
This is so great. I'm so happy. This is.
I want to
we
get
can say
famous.
win
just to
after
shake
win
his
after win
hand.
this week. This is great.
I want to get famous just to have lunch with Alex Jones. I think that would be a hoot. I
No,
really
I want to
would.
I want to smoke the fattest joint with Alex Jones, and it's a Gundam at the same time.
I want Alex
No,
Jones
no,
to
no.
put me in a
do
headlock like he.
mushrooms with Alex Jones, Gundam, and
Oh,
Joe
look.
Rogan all at the same time.
I want Alex
Oh, look,
Jones.
those Clockwork Elves. Yeah, do you know those Clockwork Elves? Yeah, man, I know those Clockwork
I
Elves.
want
They're
him to
right
put me
there.
in a headlock. Like Quarter Black Garrett's got a picture of him putting him in a headlock.
That's awesome.
I love Alex Jones changed my life back in 1982. He really did. That was the first time I heard InfoWars, and I've been with him ever since. It literally changed my life. You know, it's like one of those situations where you know something's wrong, but somebody kind of explains it or says it, and then everything clicks into place. It was my Morpheus moment. It really was. And I've been with him ever since.
Yeah.
I've
He
never
woke
stopped
a
listening
lot of
to
people
him.
up. Yeah, he woke a lot of people up, myself
Me.
included, because I thought
See,
there's no
even
way,
when I
'cause he
wasn't,
mentioned-
I hadn't fully. I was still more of a moderate and kind of centrist, you know, almost left leaning, I guess you could say, or I won't say left leaning, but maybe a little more on
Anti-George
the left,
W. Bush,
a little more on the.
probably, right?
That's the big thing. I'm just anti-war, and I still
Yeah.
am. So I haven't really changed that much. Just the party that aligns more with my actual beliefs and my morality is the conservatives or the Republicans, but I don't consider myself that. I'm just kind of like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I'm
You're
just
like
a fucking
MAGA, dude.
Trump guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not
America
Republican, I'm
first,
Trump.
nationalist.
MAGA,
Now,
yep.
real quick, Professor, I don't think we can hear you. Talk. Say something. Not a word. Nope, you're muted.
Change your microphone in the settings.
All I hear is a bunch of bricks.
How do you
I
hear?
wish I had. I need
You'd be
the Incredible
surprised. I
Hulk
can
sad
see-
piano. All I have is this.
Still can't hear your prof. Sorry.
Oh, the
just saw his
change. It's
lips.
coming. I can see the rage building up.
He looks like a brawny man. Yeah. Brawny man.
He does. He looks like he's gonna sell it. Hey,
Sell us some paper
let's,
towels.
I know the ShamWow guy that like got coked out and died on an airplane.
Oh, Billy Mays.
Hey,
Billy
hey,
Mays here for
Billy Mays here.
ShamWow.
How
Mays here for
dare
all-
you? How dare you badmouth Billy Mays?
I
Billy
know
Mays
he's
here
great.
That man is
Chipotle
an American treasure. Oh,
Did he
he's
really-
with
did he
his
really
beard.
die of
with
a-
his,
No.
with his
No,
uber
yeah.
dyed beard.
We got you. We got you.
Sorry,
He
prof.
did
Still
have
can't hear
to
you.
die with a high level of cocaine in his system.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
man,
know
you
that.
got to be
Carrie
man,
Fisher.
to sell all that OxyClean. You got to be coked
Dude,
up.
he was
dude.
going
Oh, yeah.
full throttle. He was a workaholic.
Oxy's in the
I
name.
mean, some people need
Oh.
a little bit of
Yep.
pick
It'll
me up.
actually keep you going. No, I was trying to
There,
say
now we can
earlier
hear him.
that while I agree with everybody on Rubio. What I was trying to say earlier, I see that almost as a sacrificial lamb because with some of the
I was-
positions that he's trying to fill, Congress can fuck him and everybody
I
he's
agree.
by
I
denying
agree.
a lot of these cabinet positions.
Yeah.
So I think Trump basically owns Florida. So if he fucks around, he's going to get primaried, and I think he knows it. I don't even think Ron DeSantis wants Trump's heat in Florida. He wants Trump to. Ron DeSantis would be smart to realign, I think, with Trump a little bit and try to figure out what the next play is going to be for him. I can't deny that the man did a lot of great work there, but in Florida, turning it fucking Miami-Dade went red, insane, and it doesn't happen without competent leadership at the state level. But I think Rubio is a sacrificial lamb to make sure that the rest of these people get in is a worthwhile one for sure.
I 100% agree with that.
It was a
That's
chess
100%
move
agree
putting
with
him
it.
in that spot.
But
You could definitely do worse than Rubio for sure.
You sure as
I'm
hell
okay with
could.
that.
Mike Pompeo would be worse.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
God.
snake.
Fuck that guy.
You ever heard Tucker talk about him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He hates him.
Yeah,
He
I
hates
don't
him.
blame him. He tried to kill Julian Assange.
Yep.
Well, not just that, man. He's advocating for another He's advocating for another $500 billion to Ukraine.
Oh, they said that they're going to push as much money to Ukraine as they can over the next couple months.
Why Russia said they wanted to start peace talks? Why the fuck would they do that? I don't
They got to
understand
launder
that.
as much money as possible between
Exactly,
now and then.
dude. Oh,
But,
they
you know how
don't
that
have
looks,
nothing to do
right?
with peace. It has nothing to do with anything. It is just nothing but screwing over the people and taking our money.
Absolutely. Hail to the Amish, by the way. Thank you,
Yeah.
Amish
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have
you,
a
Amish.
vested
and
interest.
God bless you, Scott Pressler. You angel.
Yes.
You
You know, if I
long-haired,
could just get
hippie-looking
all of
angel.
the Amish people to start watching Rogues Gallery and subscribe to the channel, I'd be monetized by now, folks.
Yeah, they're totally going to do that.
You're after the wrong audience.
Yeah, that's why
They got a goat out there on a wheel and a generator so they can get some internet.
I have a vested
Actually,
interest in
there's
the
a-
Ukrainian war ending, and my love of my life is stuck there in Russia, and I can't get her here. Well, I really can't. I've been waiting almost 7 years since I've seen her. So I have a vested interest in this thing coming to an end.
Yeah,
I really need it to come to an end.
I think history is
I really
going to
do.
look back on that whole conflict and be like, yeah, Democrats made this worse than it needed to, because from the very beginning, Putin did not want to destroy Ukraine. And frankly, Ukraine and Russia have been going back and forth with each other during the time of Lenin. It's been 2 centuries.
Show us again, Vaughn.
I was talking
CJ,
about Vladimir
you found
Lenin.
it.
Oh yeah,
No, I'll share the clip, but I found me Jay giving it to me actually.
Oh,
Yeah, did you show up
Oh,
before?
there you go.
No, I didn't get to
Okay.
because I couldn't find that. Because he basically he came up to me and said, "You excited to see Gina?" I was like, "Yeah." You know, like that was
Matt Damon.
Well, all right, so
Damon.
so here's me talking to Gina, and he goes, "Wait."
Look at that little baby.
Damn, how long ago was this? What were you, 14?
2 years ago.
Freaking child.
Since you are. Thank you. There we go.
Freaking child.
Thank you.
Dude, he 100% thought he was giving it to a 14-year-old kid.
I was a grown-ass
100%.
man.
Here you go, little guy.
Guys, are you excited to see Gina, buddy?
Look
Are you
at
excited
this kid.
to-
He's
are
with
you
he's
excited to graduate high school? I'm
We got a
28.
lollipop for you over here.
I was all right. This is 2 years ago, which means I would have been like 23.
Hey, Vaughn, I gotta ask Vaughn. Why were you constantly filming Jay?
Yeah, that was an insane.
funny.
That was such an insane reversal. It was like, what are you doing to me on my channel?
Well, it's like Adams from TV's filming me all the time.
Yeah, so there's my.
You know, we gotta bust your balls, Vaughn, because you're younger than all of us, and you've got
Yeah, man.
one book releasing and a second one half
Oh,
done.
dude, yeah,
so-
exactly.
More than half.
And the rest of us have one.
excuse me. Some of us have 2
By
books
the
out,
way,
right?
For
Currently.
context, so
Yeah,
that's my friend Jane. She does work. She's like with Steve Bannon and stuff like that. But she was showing that is Hunter Biden's artwork that she's showing Gina.
Oh no, dude!
Wait, she's with Steve Bannon.
Yes,
She has
Oh, wow.
60K to drop on a
She's cute. What's her
Hunter
at?
Biden piece.
I know she's met Trump a few times, but yeah,
She's
so
really
Jay-
cute. What's her at?
But yeah, so Jay gave that to me, and so yeah, there
That's
we go.
pretty cool.
I'll
You know
share
what
it
that
with-
re-
When
So-
Iron
sorry,
Speaking,
Vaughn. You know what that reminded
speaking
me
of
of?
other,
What?
Oh, go ahead.
You ever seen the video of Mike Tyson with the Russian Hezbollah guy, where it's like,
Oh
the guy,
my!
so yeah, Tyson thinks it's a little kid, so he like picks him up and is like, next around, and the guy's like 20-some years old.
One for you. I got one for you even better. Let me find this of Mike Tyson.
Dude, I still get ID'd for
Well,
for
I
the
still
last.
get ID.
Well, you should until you're of
should,
legal
man. You
age,
look
Vaughn.
like you're 12, bro. Enjoy
Real
it.
quick, we mentioned Vaughn's accomplishments, but here's another very accomplished writer amongst our midst.
That's right.
Oh my god!
Actual genius, actually.
How do we determine if is such? Some people are perplexed by a question like that, but those people are not me. With great power comes great responsibility. And I'm here to give the world beauty. There's a lot of ugly in this world, and we should call it what it is. Brandon Sanderson, generic. Patrick Lapis, all fluff and no substance. Joe Abercrombie, meh. Robert Jordan, more like Wheel of Lame. Frank Herbert,
based.
Boring.
Shut up.
J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah, he's okay, I guess. George R. Martin. I don't even need to say anything about that guy. I'm releasing a new masterpiece, engracing the world with beauty. Illumination Toolsmith, the tale of the Dunce Whisperer. You're welcome.
I love how you
I honestly have a tear in my eye. I really do.
For your
I'm
next trailer, I want to see you. In your next trailer. You'll want to get the look. You just need the face paint.
Battsauce will be on my channel, by the way.
I made
I'm
that.
having
I made that.
Cracks me up beyond no every time I watch it.
I'm so emotional. I'm having a difficult time speaking. Honestly,
Battsauce, if you don't dress like that during an interview, I will be canceling the
most
No, you need Battsauce. You need to show up at the next meetup with dressed like that.
I will dress as the paint. Well, actually, I have
No,
to order that.
Strider, it's going to be a few meetups before he's like old enough to go in.
Hey, no,
For all
he'll
that
bring his,
writing-
hey, he'll bring his McLovin fake
Does
ID,
the-
and he'll be
Does
fine.
the school bus go that far?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yo.
it's the-
Will his mom drive him?
You know, all that writing, and you ended up back on the short bus.
Yo, people I know watch it and they're like, "Why are you wearing a turtleneck and beret?" And I'm like, "Dude, all my profile pictures have me in that fucking outfit. Like, what are you talking
genius.
about?"
Are you
It's
kidding?
perfect.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
You know what you need to
that's when I
add?
first met you. Because I was on stream with you, and I was like, "Is this the
Yeah.
same guy that I've been seeing on Twitter?" I was like,
Yeah,
That was kind of strange. That whole archetype.
I love it, dude. Some people can't tell it's a joke, and it's like my favorite thing. They're trying to like make fun of me. I'm like, sure, dude. Look at
I
his
just want to
hand.
see you. I want to
You
see
know what
you
you
in
need
that
to add
outfit
is
with
like
line
a
face makeup.
pot of coffee, like a coffee mug or whatever, or
Oh,
like
that'd be
a
good.
skull, and you're talking to the skull or whatever.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
need like coffee beans, you know, like do it
Yeah.
like naturally. I don't know.
We should send a promo to the quarter and get you marketing coffee brand coffee for him.
Yeah, right.
Dude, yeah. And what are some
Pretend
other
like you're
pretentious art things?
swirling-
You gotta
you're swirling some wine, but do it with his coffee.
get on a leather chair, you know, in the library. Sit like
Dude, I have straight up offended people with that commercial somehow. I'm not kidding.
No, you don't. You
so
can
I
do
think
anything.
it says a lot about that person if they're
I mean,
getting
you
offended.
mentioned Pat Rothfuss. You're gonna get a lot of shit coming your way from that alone. Which,
don't even
by the
know if
way,
it's-
do you
it's that,
do you
'cause-
actually think that? Do you actually believe
Pat
that?
Rothfuss?
So
okay, because I
there
don't
is
know
a
a single
few
other
in
person
there.
who's read the books.
there is a few in there that are true.
Okay.
I love Brandon Sanderson. Patrick Rothfuss, I just do not like the Name of the Wind.
Okay.
It is just
Why is that?
overly flowery. And this is common criticism when people say it's just like way too descriptive. He kind of up his own ass with the descriptions, but that and he's I found out he's way worse than George R.R. Martin.
Oh yeah, we've been waiting forever
yeah.
for the Stone Door. I think it's
it's pathetic. And then Frank Herbert, the Dune books I think are so overrated, man.
Dude, I read all of them. Let me tell you something. I'd get to the book, and then they'd get to a good part, and I'm like, yeah, and then the book ends. And then you go to the next book expecting it to pick up where it left off, and it's like, nah. You got to wait 3/4 through the book to get to where it like gets good again.
I would have
don't know.
no problem with
I read all of them. I'm not that big of a fan, to be honest with you. I read them. They're okay, but like, man, they were tough to get through. Lots
would
of-
have no
lots of
problem with
heady,
it.
Mental stuff going on.
Right. It's on every single person's list of like top sci-fis. And I'm like, and that's the reason why I read it. I was like, when I got done, I'm like, how is this like number one for everyone?
I think
Like, this is
Starship Troopers,
crazy.
the book, is actually a lot better.
I
than Dune.
agree. I love that book.
The Starship Troopers book is also 1,000 times better than the movie. Completely different than the movie, by the way. Totally different. Without what's his name? Paul.
Yeah, shut up about books, you nerds.
Have you seen the
Iron,
show?
Iron, when you get a chance, Iron, when you get a chance, there.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask. I got a lot of stuff in the back room. Who wants to share first? We'll go with
Do this little kid
and many
interviewing
people
Mike
are terrified
Tyson,
as
man,
these
here.
extraterrestrial beings are coming
Right
out
after
of
this.
hiding, monitoring us, and making themselves
you
known
sent me
that
this
they are here.
earlier.
Citizens were terrified when recent footage came out of a jellyfish-like UFO that had been surveilling military bases and our weapons at night, with military personnel verifying that the creature had long, stiff tentacles that appeared to have armor on it and geometric scales, seemingly ready to attack. When military soldiers were told to go outside and find it with night vision goggles, they reported the UFO having the ability to go invisible in front of humans. The only thing that was able to see it was a thermal camera, but the temperature of the creature changed from cold to hot rapidly, making it super difficult to even see on the thermal camera. Experts say nothing on Earth can do anything even near this. Many claim the image we see is just a booger or bird poop on the lens, but others say it's moving in and out from the center of the footage, and also has been seen shrinking as it moves further from the camera, proving it's real, while other skeptics say it's CGI. But what do you think? Drop it in the comments.
It could be glass in front of a camera.
No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm a
myself,
writer. I could be something else. I'm a
Iron Oxide, Vaughn Coleman, Brian Kriskow, myself, and a few others are going to explode
Battsauce
the
wrong.
internet because I'm telling you, we're going to talk about this for about 30 minutes. We're going to get into what this thing is, what it's doing there, and we're going to share some pictures that I have found on the dark web. It is it is going to be. We're doing a show called I think it's called the Grassy Knoll,
Grassy
Sons
Knoll.
of the Wi-Fi, Sons of the Wi-Fi, and we are going to go over that video with a fine-tooth comb, plus some information I found out that people are not talking about, plus the real reason why Congress is having these hearings. It's not what you think. It is not what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Climate change, that didn't do it. That didn't bring the world together. Organized religion didn't bring the world together. Terrorism didn't bring the world together. What's going to bring the world together, the final boss bad guy for the human race.
Back it. Get it today.
The final boss bad guy is aliens.
Oh.
They are setting everybody up for what is going to happen before Trump leaves office. There's going to be an event. This event is going to be the biggest con job in all of human history. And when I say all of human history, I mean 16.8 million years. And it will happen before he leaves office. And everybody, every person on planet Earth will get on board with it.
Not me.
Something is going to happen over a major U.S. city that will be no doubt that it is a quote unquote UFO. Millions of people will see that. I will. Vaughn, you and Iron and everybody will be brought up to speed through DMs, which you cannot share with anybody. Cannot share with anybody until the show comes out. The show.
Who's a
I think, is
non-believer in aliens right now. Come on, out yourselves.
Yeah, but the thing is that on December 13th, we're going to break this video down and we're going to tell you the exact step-by-step plan of what they're going to do. Lou Elizondo is a liar.
Who?
David Gersh is a liar. Tom Mellon is a liar. Everybody who works for To the Star Academy is telling you bullshit. You're being set up. The whole world is about to get conned in the most major way. And if you want to find out how it's going to go down, watch December 13th, Mr. Burger channel and the Iron Oxide channel. We are going to break it down. That video you just saw is 100% real, but there's way more to it. There's actual pictures, close-up pictures of what that thing is. And it ain't a bunch of balloons. It ain't a booger. It ain't a bird. It is exactly what it looks like.
An Imperial Pro droid.
Well, no,
kind of
demonic.
Something,
Yep.
something way worse. If you tell the American people, the reason why this hasn't been disclosed, what are you going to tell the American people? That we have things coming here that can literally take you out of your house. There's no defense against them. They can fly ring. One of these things could literally destroy the entire U.S. Navy. One of them. They have the technology that if they hovered above Oakland, California, and dropped a standard tactical nuke out of the side of the ship, before it hit the ground, they could be over the top of Los Angeles doing the same thing. That's how quickly they move. They can circle the earth, and this is them going slow. This is them circling. They can circle the entire planet in less than a minute. There is no defense against them. They can take who they want and do whatever they want with them. They're here to observe, and they're here for research management. Tune in December 13th and find out that truth.
Sounds good. So I have a question. Well, that sounds bad. I mean, but like the show sounds good. Who do you think here deserves to get abducted by aliens most? If you were to pick, Mr. Berger,
probably
me. My intelligence is way past the average human, so they're gonna want
Don't
to study me.
they're gonna be like studying him. Like, what went wrong?
Well, they want someone to drop a hard R.
Hey,
So
I'm telling
there's
you.
breaking news.
Oh shit!
Netflix
showed
accidentally
Tyson's
showed
ass.
Mike Tyson's ass.
I know.
Wait, what happened?
finally, some good entertainment.
Wait, what happened? Netflix showed what?
Netflix, they were interviewing Mike Tyson in the locker room.
Netflix just showed, yeah.
It showed Don?
They showed Mike Tyson's ass on accident. That camera guy's getting fired.
To answer your question, Vaughn, Iron and Selena.
They deserve to get abducted by aliens most?
Not deserved. They're the most likely.
Why?
Iron and Selena both.
Why?
Because Nevada.
I think it's Batsauce.
Because of where you live.
I think it's going to be Batsauce.
All right,
his
so who
outfit.
do you think, like, if you were to study
Absolutely.
humanity,
It's because they're
who
going to
would
probe
be-
you.
like, who would you, if you were an alien and you were like, I need
Forge,
one
they can't
person
penetrate.
because I feel like if we want Batsauce to be an
Which one would be easier to
If
probe?
I were an alien and I was gonna study and get someone to understand the whole of humanity, I would undoubtedly pick. Drum roll, please.
I wouldn't be willing to give that information out. Sorry.
MSK.
Oh.
Bro, no.
Dude, MSK
No.
would have, like, if they read MSK, they'd be like, all right, this planet needs to go. Like, they need to go.
No, they're gonna abduct them, and they're gonna come back down like 2 minutes later. Like, okay, you can have them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Iron,
when,
what if he's already one of them?
like when the guy got SpongeBob that time, it was he brought him back after like 30 seconds.
He'll say,
But
he just says
all
stuff.
joking aside, man, Mr. Berger, I've been psyched to do the grassy knoll.
Yeah,
We've been
me
talking
too.
about this
The
for
grassy
months.
knoll?
Oh, dude, I
We're
love
psyched about
conspiracy
that, yeah.
streams.
Oh, man, I'm excited to
We are going to get into some stuff that's going to blow your mind. I've collected over 1,000 pieces of video. Obviously, we're not going to do that many on there. I've collected things that biological things. I've collected metal things and things. I've collected things that don't look like UFOs, but are obviously UFOs. There's something that happened 2 weeks
Sounding
ago.
a little gay. Just put it out there.
that appeared over the Netherlands. We will give you explanations. We will produce receipts. And I'm telling you, the jellyfish video is 100% legit. However, what you're being told about the reasons behind it is completely useless. Always remember, Lou Elizondo, David Gersh, all these people that appeared on Capitol Hill this week are fucking liars. They are not whistleblowers. They are propagandists. Every single one of them. And with that, Iron, I'm going to dip. Check out the show on Saturday night after Flashcast for trivia. Check out the Grassy Knoll on December 13th, which we will be promoting the hell out of basically starting this coming Monday. It's going to be one of our biggest shows because I'm telling you, the truth is on the dark web. You want to know the truth? Get a Tor browser and go digging around on the dark web. That's where you find the truth about this shit.
Maybe not the best idea to do it unguided, but
depends on what you're looking
Right.
for.
you might end up on an FBI watch list somewhere just by
Right,
just by
right.
what you download. Be careful.
I
It's
think
the
everyone
dark
here
web
is
now, but
probably
it used to be
already
the
on
red-headed web. Can we go back? The classics, all right.
As I said, with caution and with a good VPN, you'll be fine, folks. That's the end of me.
If you
I
talk
shall
about
see
on live
you
stream,
on
they're kind of
Iron. I need you to sub in, Selena. If you can sub in, either one of you two can sub in this weekend. It'd be great. Thank you
Iron's a
very
great
much.
sub.
I got you.
All right, and I will see you later. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Mr. Burger is out. Pick me, Iron.
See you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let me get you out of here. And where do we? There he goes. All right, Mr. Burger.
I'm trying to find his links to put
Always
in the
a
chat.
lot of fun having him on. While you're looking for those links, I want to share Diesel's clip here.
All right, let's. Y'all want to see?
This isn't his ass, is it?
No.
Follow my
This somebody apparently shouldn't have probably let this little kid interview Mike Tyson.
Well, she's been interviewing in all the fights now. It happens a lot, honestly, with her. I've seen it. I was like, I don't know where her parents are, but whatever.
I thought that was his daughter at first. She looked a little like his kid.
I'm guessing.
Well, in your
I
return
haven't
to
seen
the
this
ring
clip.
for this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. What type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? what a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. We're nothing. We're
Mike Tyson, the nihilist.
dust. Absolutely nothing.
Mike Tyson, the philosopher.
Legacy is
Sweet
nothing.
damn.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I heard before someone say that as an answer.
Go back. Go back.
I want my legacy to be this way. You're dead. You think somebody really wants to think about you? I want people
Well, in your return to the ring for this.
That was great.
Mike Tyson's probably the
Well,
only fighter who's
thanks for
taken
sharing that
multiple
with
hits to
us.
the head and got smarter because of it.
Dude, I stand by. Mike Tyson is one of the nicest, most generous to his fans, just sweetest guy. And man,
I'm watching the fight
every
set
interaction has
aside.
been just fucking great.
Oh,
I'm still watching still these girls that hasn't got to the main
I
event
love
yet.
the part he's just like, yeah, we all gonna die. It's just gonna die.
You gonna
It's
die.
like, thanks for. I appreciate that. That's different.
So that's cool, I guess.
The only thing in life is the only thing in life is that it's guarantee is death.
That escalated quickly. It did.
Yeah, Master Hobo. If I interviewed
right.
Mike, would be like
I wanna-
sharing joints and shit.
I actually want to see Battsauce recite that word for word, but in his outfit.
But you have to have the pretentious French accent underneath.
I'll get
the
it next
lamppost,
show.
Smoking a cigarette in black and white.
Exactly.
I'll get it for the next show. I'll get a better background too.
You know, I do
I'll
not
do
believe
that.
in leaving a legacy. I believe
Something
it's
angelic.
something that is made up. Whenever I die, I'm not going to leave anything. Who cares about that? That's gonna be.
I'm looking for that meme. Remember, it reminded me of that one where all those little kids are writing down their fears, and then the last kid is like, "The only thing I really fear is the ever growing wheel of time, which inevitably leads to all of our demise." And then the next kid, "What scares you, Jeffrey?" Because he's
Jeffrey, that kid.
You remember that?
All right, can we get Jeffrey on the show?
Here it is. Hold
I
on,
would
I
love to get
can't
Jeffrey
believe
on
I found it.
Mike Tyson's ass.
Hold on.
Oh, I mean,
he's
I
so
did
excited.
in the private chat.
All
Yeah,
of my
You
links.
really
I-
want us to find that?
I gave you Mike
It's in the private
Tyson's
chat.
ass on a platter,
So,
and this is the only time I'm going to be able to
here
say
it
Mike
is.
Tyson's ass over and over again.
What scares you most? Werewolves, Paul. Sharks, Nina. What scares you most? The unstoppable marching of time that is slowly guiding us all towards an inevitable death. Dylan. What scares you most? Dylan. Classic.
Incredible.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sharing my link in the chat. It's another Mike Tyson one for
Is
the
this
same.
show and tell? Should I be?
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
Yeah,
We're just BSing now.
Hey,
Does anybody have any like clue when he's gonna fight? Because like
After this fight, this is Amanda's.
Netflix is acting like a bitch right now. Like people are having trouble watching.
I'm
Like,
watching on my
Yeah,
phone.
Netflix keeps freezing up.
It keeps
Everyone's watching this tonight, man. It's
Man,
it's
I'm glad we
really
didn't
huge.
start. I'm glad we didn't still stream from the
notice,
beginning like we
it's
did
right
earlier.
there.
Oh, going.
I've had it
Yeah.
on the whole time.
Did you
Oh,
see
nice.
Machio? William Zabka was there from Cobra Kai.
No way. The
Yeah,
part
I saw
William
that.
Zabka-
Yeah. I still need to
Yeah.
finish season 5, man.
I do too.
So
We
I
haven't even
haven't
started it
Netflix
yet.
watch
We
it
need
again.
to.
Hey, I posted a link in the chat. It's another Mike Tyson one.
All
So
right.
if you don't, this is like this guy is like 26 at this time, but he looks like a baby. So, but Mike Tyson doesn't know that.
Oh no, poor Mike.
Oh no.
That's the other thing, dude. Mike's always liked the kids, like in a the right way to like kids, not the that way.
Oh my god.
Not the
Yeah, he's good. We saw him take Diddy's hand off of his close from being
Do he knows how to dance?
Oh no.
You guys have no idea.
I feel sorry for Mike Tyson to that because he doesn't know that
He has no
that's
idea.
a fucking grown ass man.
The first time I saw someone send me hospital, I was like, "What's with this kid? I don't get why are you sending me this kid?"
He's adorable. He's just a grown man.
Yeah, the guy's like in his 20s or
Very
late 20s.
complicated feelings.
You guys think I could take him in a fight? I think I could take him.
So he did another interview. He's like, I mean, I just thought he was a kid. He looked like a kid to me. I didn't know.
Yeah, see, he wasn't being aware.
No, it's just
Yo, he was like wearing a
That kind of looks like a baby.
So here's a question. Anybody on the panel know how to box? No.
I know a little
I
bit.
did a
but-
little bit.
Yeah, I know a little
I,
bit.
I know how to put things in a box.
Anna knows how to box.
But
I know how to throw hands.
My
What's up?
my martial
Really
art was
smart design.
capoeira, so I mainly did that.
I went into boxing first, and then kickboxing, and then jiu-jitsu.
No.
But
Yeah, I
boxing
did a
was the
bunch
most
of
fun, it's
different
just the hardest.
African. As much as I make fun of black people all the time, I know a bunch of different African martial arts.
No, Anna's Gameland knows
Hear
how to
that,
box. She's taking training, all kinds of stuff. Her granddad, I think, used to get into boxing and stuff. Pretty
It's
cool.
always been one of my favorite sports. Like I wish I stuck with it, but as a kid, when you're a kid, you jump around like, okay, I'm bored of this, or it's too hard. I want to learn something else now.
Well, I was
Still
just
constantly
like,
going from one
man,
thing to the
look, I
next.
got all the surgeries and injuries of professional athlete without being any kind of an athlete. So I stayed away. I was just like, that'd be something I will have to get fixed, sewn up, or like put some more titanium in me, man. So I'm like, I'm not going to do any more fighting. Just give me a gun. I'll protect myself that way.
Yeah, I think the Mike Tyson's fight should be in the next 20 minutes. These girls got less than a minute left.
They
And
said it's on the
then-
final round. Yeah.
Now I've got the stream pulled up on my computer. It'd probably be too risky to show any of it.
Yeah, but this is a rematch. Okay, now I just got the freeze. So last time the white girl won, Katie Taylor. This is a rematch, and then Amanda Serrano's from Puerto Rico. But yeah, my Netflix just froze for me.
Hey, man,
so-
after
Selena,
the
you
stro-
can turn it. I'm not playing it on my computer anymore. You can turn it on your TV.
Yeah, I gotta see if he kicks his ass. I'm never into boxing, but I want him to kick his ass.
Dude, why don't you
Yeah,
like?
I think everybody just
It's
hates
gonna
Logan
be
Paul.
so
He's
disappointing.
dirt.
Hey, can you end the stream and let us all and stream it and just over StreamYards and let us all watch it?
Take like
Well,
an
if
intermission.
you're part of the GCA, everyone's watching Alec Baldwin's finger streaming it right now as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Diesel's
share
in
the
there.
link.
able to
We'll
stream it.
watch theirs. They're probably on
Could
Rumble.
we do that?
No,
they're on Discord.
We're on Discord. We have watch parties there all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
David, I'm good at Punch Out on the NES.
Diesel, I invited you in there. You're in the
Oh
group,
yeah,
so you
yeah,
can
I
go
am
watch
in there.
it.
That's right. That's the thing you invited me in.
Yo, I was supposed to be the 199 member there. Some controversy there.
Yeah, so Jeremy is member
Yeah.
199 in the GCA.
Yeah.
I'm number.
Yeah, my invite
I'm
was
number
halted.
19.
What's
I'm number
199?
19.
It's a whole meme over in the Geeks Gamer area. So I'm number 200, but I'm supposed to be 199.
Who's 355?
I don't know.
Nine.
You know, if you're listening to that band from Germany, I love when they yell out 9. Diesel probably knows who I'm talking about. Rammstein.
Rammstein? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
the only
guessing
song
this is
that
your
they're
wife
talking
that
about-
beat you at box.
Hey, Vagabond, what's it under, man? In the Discord.
You go at ABF's Happy Theater.
Cancel ABF.
You can let them know I invited you in there.
Wait, ABF's Happy Theater.
Yeah, if you scroll down to the voice channels.
Oh my god, these women are getting their ass beat. Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, they just
Where can
finished.
I watch that?
Nope.
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now.
Not gonna make a joke. Not gonna make the obvious joke.
Oh my god, though, it's stuck again. Like I can see it's on a standstill, but like nothing's happening. There's so many people watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge event
Weird
tonight.
because-
It's big.
Which is so weird because Netflix is usually their streaming quality is the best out of all of them.
I
They
think
have-
this is
they're
their
consistently
first
really good
live.
at this.
Yep.
Like, live
This is-
event.
This is their first
Although
live, and
they've-
this is
they've-
big.
It's not their first live. They've done live
Yeah.
comedy specials a few
Right.
times.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
think because
this is the they're getting.
Jake Paul get knocked his head off. So I just-
Yeah.
Well, also that's like an hour and a half. This is like an hours and hours and hours long event.
Yeah.
Have that many people consistently tuning in. They haven't even gotten to the main event yet.
Yeah, this is going to be a big night for Netflix. We're gonna see some.
If they can get their server farm up and running properly, it ain't gonna.
Oh, dude, they're spinning stuff up like crazy right now. It also depends on your bandwidth. Like I'm good on my phone right now.
Wait,
That's
so
where
if
I
we
got it
show
up
the
to
fight right now, if we show it, I mean,
Let me
since
let me
everybody
try
else
it on
is
my-
streaming
let me
it,
try it on my
you get
TV.
in trouble?
Yeah,
Probably-
they'll
yeah, we
they'll
probably
probably
should.
block it because even Netflix has a YouTube channel, but they're showing the main fight on Netflix itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, I'm being risky even doing this. If you see,
No, did you? So years ago, this kid had this black kid had some glasses where he reversed the image on his glasses and he was streaming on Twitch, and that's how he was showing the live stream.
No
Oh,
way.
no.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
smart.
He Dr. Evil that shit, man. Or something.
Oh, wait, you happen to be
I'm
wearing
getting the
glasses
spinny
at this
circle.
moment
Okay,
in
now it's
time.
up.
I can't help but notice you were wearing glasses. Right?
right. Let's see. I
It'd be a
wondered.
real
I
shame
hope I-
if you were to,
Oh shit! Have I already gotten hit? Hold on.
Hit for what?
I don't
Use-
know. Oh, okay. Every time Mr. Burger does the trivia, I get those copyright warnings. They don't amount to anything.
They never do.
Well, the reason that's why he has that timer because it's a certain
Yeah.
time limit you have. So even when you're watching like a video, you have to keep pausing it or put it on mute and make
Hey.
it smaller. There's all kinds of tricks.
Iron, we're gonna start Space Jockeys a little earlier Sunday, aren't we?
Yes, God, I've gotta watch 5 fucking movies before Sunday.
I'm on the sixth
Good
one
luck.
now, man. I started watching the sixth one earlier, and like about 30 or 40 minutes in, and I'm just like, yeah, this is about like I remember.
Oh,
it.
speaking of space, Diesel, you seen Roughnecks?
Seen what?
Roughnecks.
I have not.
It's
Dude, the
a-
Netflix account on Twitter posted the Tyson butt video.
Yeah, so Netflix
still
has
loading it.
I mean not Netflix. So Roughnecks, so Star Trek Troopers, but they follow the books and it's animated in 3D though.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen
Well,
that.
there's
That looks
only
cool.
that's the thing about Starship Trooper. There's only one book. but it like built up this awesome world that a lot
Let
of
me
people
tell you,
have.
if you really
made.
want to get something that's very got that vibe, it's a book called Armor by a dude named John Stakely, and the book is like this thick, man, and it is. It's
Been talking about that for a while. Yeah, I need to check that out.
that book is freaking awesome, man. If you like Starship Troopers, the dude was telling me you'll love this book, and he's right, man. It's like one of my favorite books ever.
Oh, Katie won again. So Katie beat Amanda Serrano.
He beat it.
Somebody put a beard on it.
That's pretty good.
Toasty's online showing the entire fight on her channel.
Who?
Like literally
On Rumble?
Toasty?
She on Rumble?
Not on Rumble. On X.
Oh, that's wild.
Oh, X, they probably don't have an agreement with Netflix or nothing like that. So you can probably get away
and she
from there.
said something like she's on like something. I can't tell what the channel is.
Man, Toasty's cool. She's been going to war with some freaking.
Yeah,
I know.
I need to get her on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we do.
Brutal.
Yeah, you know Toasty. I think haven't you been on a stream with her before, Vaughn? I think
on MSK maybe.
What's her?
Toasty with the mosty.
Yeah,
with the mosty.
On Twitter,
Is
base
that Base Latina?
Yeah, base Latina.
Yeah, base Latina.
Yeah.
Base Latina. I don't.
think
There she is.
That base.
If I know her and I don't, then I'm gonna pretend like I knew her the whole time.
There you go.
That's cool. I do that shit all the time.
Base
Latinx, my
Latina?
bad. It's based Latinx.
Lena? Is that who it is? No,
That's her.
Yeah,
Right
I didn't
here.
do that. We had this one guy on here.
That
I
is
had no idea who he was.
Base
Like Drunk3PO.
Latinx?
Yep, that's it.
Right, he seems kind of like a hack.
Yeah, weird, awkward, real
Yeah.
awkward.
Some
Yeah.
some fair,
Kinda
some
tall.
Some real
Definitely
issues
doesn't interact
here.
with people much. You can tell.
Yeah. Especially doesn't like people following him around with a cam.
Man, I am gonna give Adam next time I fucking talk to that dude. I'm gonna give him so much shit. Like, dude, you gotta hear what Jay said. He's like, I was just walking around looking at buildings, and dude starts taping.
Dude starts filming me, man. It's like,
What?
what are you doing?
Fucking.
I gotta say
Oh,
that
man.
the next morning, the morning after in Vegas was a lot of fun. I went and had two Coney. I went to Coney Islander in Fremont Street. Had two Conies and a root beer for breakfast. It was pretty wonderful.
Man, I'm still mad about that that pina colada I had. There was not
I thought
enough
you were
alcohol
sharing
in there.
something, man.
Oh no,
Man,
I
you should
forgot
have been
to.
still mad about that Frontier
Oh.
flight, dude.
Oh yeah, I missed the shootout with Alec Baldwin's finger.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad thing to miss.
Dude, I love how I was able to
Dude.
just mention one thing about Transformers, and Jay's a fan, dude. We could sit and talk about that
Yeah.
stuff for days, man.
Whenever,
That's
whenever y'all
dope.
talk,
Dude,
about
I wish
Transformers,
we knew
definitely have
about that
fun.
before we did the Transformers.
Oh, we
show.
can do
coulda
another
had him on.
Transformers stream, man.
Does it just have to be one time?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You could do so. There are so many different iterations of Transformers. Like I would love to be. I'm gonna definitely time in. If you ever do the anime robots in disguise that they did in the.
Oh, I
early
love robots in disguise. You know,
I would love to find
dude,
the toys. I had.
do
the
you know
toys, like,
Captain
those
Have
toys.
Fun? His roommate did the voice for like one of the dudes on that show.
No way.
You know,
Yeah,
my
man, he
favorites
was
was Beast Wars when the Beast Wars came out with the toy line.
Oh,
that was
Oh, Beast Wars is the goat, dude. Beast Wars
Don't
actually made G1
rewatch
better.
Beast Wars.
Don't
Don't rewatch
Why
it.
not?
It was
I
not-
rewatch it all the time.
Oh, man, it's
Hold up. What are you
fantastic.
talking about? That's not hold up. Like in
The
slightest.
animation,
Story
no.
holds up. The animation
It's,
does.
it's the 3D. It's 3D animation, but I like it. I
Or
like
it was
man.
like the first time it was ever used.
Didn't
I
see,
like it. Hey,
uh,
it's
an
still
Emmy
it's
for
still
best
better
writing, I
than
think?
some of the 3D animation, the new
story,
stuff
though,
they got
is so
now.
good.
Yeah, it won an Emmy. It won an Emmy for writing. I remember
Um,
that.
Yeah,
Another
the
one,
with the
it looks
they
like
were all
shit.
blind.
It looks like shit by
What was
today's
the Emmy
standards, but
for?
the story
Coming up
was
with,
so
like-
good.
Yeah.
Reboot.
Yeah.
Reboot,
I never,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
watch Reboot. I did watch Koliyoko, even though I never figured out
Bro, I
what the fuck was going
rewatched
on.
Leo a few years ago.
Jack's
Like-
dad actually did some work at Mainframe or something, man.
That's right.
But my favorite 3D thing that came out was Skylanders on Nicktoons Network, where they had like all the shows they weren't showing on actual Nickelodeon, like
These horses frown.
Kappa Mikey and shit.
Hey, Strider, man, Skybite is like one of the greatest characters ever.
I love Skybite. That big old shark. He just looks so cool. The toy was fantastic.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of RID stuff.
For the longest time, well, it's funny. For the longest time, nobody else had any frame of reference. Because I used to just watch it by myself, and nobody else around me watched it because they thought it was dumb. But my first car after college, exactly like X-Bron.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like, it's my X-Bron car, and they're like, everyone around me is like, what are you talking about? Nothing.
Is it like a CRV?
That's a Honda CRV.
Yeah.
I was like,
Are you watching till we get banned or something? I don't know.
It's not loading for me. I don't know how you're doing this.
I'm watching live
that's
on
not
my phone.
Netflix. That's Twitter.
We're just checking out Toasty's side. We're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
I scroll down a little bit. We just see what's going on, and
Dude, you gotta be careful scrolling on Twitter.
You're right.
Like I said,
Yeah,
you might see Mike Tyson's ass.
right away within seconds of me opening.
Hail, John.
What's up, John? Evening, man.
Oh, here we go. I think they're getting ready to fight.
Yeah,
He's shipping out his comic today, I think.
They're gonna have intros. So
I'm getting. That means I'm getting a comic and a nice piece of glassware.
Same. I got the same one, dude. I can't wait to get that.
Oh yeah, I didn't get the glass.
I need more money. Like
you're not old enough to drink.
Iron, hurry up and get monetized.
Yeah, there's plenty of this. There's so many creators.
Yeah, we all got to get paid.
This is how to talk to a feminist. Let's begin.
So the history of feminism.
Be quiet.
Is actually...
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's not a feminist. They do not look like that.
Yeah, no. They're just too hot for to be feminist.
So we got Trump Jr. fishing.
No. White evangelicals are overrepresented in the Republican electorate. No.
Oh, shit.
That was from a while back. It's hilarious, dude.
That's great.
That's wild.
I've got a funny video too.
Joyless Reed. That's the most unhappy, miserable, hate-filled humans are named Joy.
Oh man, if you could see the memes into GCA right now, it's hilarious. They have.
So I got to ask everybody: do we want to keep the show going, or does everybody want to peace out, call it a night, and watch the fight?
I'm trying to watch.
It's up to you guys.
Peace out, and watch the fight. That'd be fun if I can get it loaded.
Peace out and watch the fight, baby. I guess.
All right, everybody. Well, the main event, we were gonna live stream the results of the fight, but we've been going 3 hours. Fight's about to start. Everybody's hungry. We're gonna go watch, enjoy, and I hope everybody does the same. Anybody got anything they want to say before we go?
Congrats to the GCA on getting monetized.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
First monetized stream, they made over 600 in super chats, and
hell yeah!
Wow,
man. That's 600 more than we've made.
Yeah, but what helped out is you guys got to hang out in Discord. Like everyone that like chills out and hangs out, and just like we hang out there pretty much every night at like 2 a.m. in the morning. GCA. But like, just come in there. Everyone's just chilling, talking trash to each other, making fun of each other, making memes about each other and whatnot. So
canceling Alec Baldwin's finger. Cancel.
I gotta go hang out with them.
Yeah, invite us. I guess.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting I even fucking have Discord. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I forgot after Vagabond invited me, and I went on there for a little while, and then I completely forgot about it, dude. Drugs.
Even Drunk3PO's even in the Discord too. So,
I don't want to be there now.
Cool.
Get me out.
You just stay on your short bus, sir.
All right, going around the horn before we wrap up. Drunken Emerald, I know you got a show coming up in about 30 minutes or so.
About an hour, actually. So it'll be episode 3 of Insert Title Here. Luckily, timing works out, so the fight should be over by that time, and we can talk a little bit about it once the show starts at 9:30 Pacific time. Unfortunately, Theo's not going to be able to join tonight because he's on the road traveling for comedy. So
right
it
on.
will be Darnell, Iron, and I'll throw a link out if anyone else wants to join. The topic, I'm going to start theming the shows. Tonight's theme is space. So anything space related can be brought up and talked about in the news, reports, things like that.
Drunken Emerald Arrow, Galaxy Express Media, share your link in the chat so people know where to go hang out after the fight.
Yep.
All right, Strider, what you got going on?
Not a whole lot. I need to redo. I've got an election video that I published last week, but apparently there's something wrong with my microphone, so I need to redo it. So be on lookout for that, and I'll be able to about how Peanut won the election. So that'll be fun. Then this coming, so not this coming Saturday, as in tomorrow, but next Saturday, of course, we have Curse of Strahd, and it's going to be the season finale. Going to be 5 long hours of getting our asses kicked, our guts eaten, and then shot out, and then reincarnated for us to all to happen again. That's what Nate's promised, at least. So that'll be fun. And then every Friday night, find me here at Rogues Gallery, just shooting the shit. It's good. Good life.
Right on. My mouse died, or I would share your links. So share your links yourself. I think you're modded.
Okay.
And Vagabond, you got anything you want to plug before we go?
Yeah, I'll be having some videos pretty soon. I'm working on starting a couple podcasts myself. One where it's anime related, and I might do a show where we're making fun of a black racist named Dr. Umar because I need a grip and get views.
That sounds freaking hilarious, actually.
That does sound hilarious.
And Full Metal Nate's link to his YouTube channels in the chat for Curse of Strahd. I'm going to put Vagabond's links in there as well. Vaughn Coleman.
Yeah, so you can just find me, my YouTube channel, Vaughn Coleman, of course. And I'm so annoyed. I'm a few days away from launching my website, but if you follow me on all socials, it'll be there. It is going to be rebeloasisstudios.com. That's in my website. My book is at the fulfillment center. There were some delays for transparency, the Gemini mailers. So it's like, I think we have like only 50 packages left. I think over 200 have been done. So that'll be ready. If you missed the chance to back the book, no worries, because it will be on my website. Of course, the people who did back it, they'll be getting all these cool trading cards and mini prints and all that. So
I got in right at the end of the campaign, so I should be getting those in, right?
So yeah, this is the day one trading card, but you'll be getting this trading card right here.
Okay, cool.
And then this mini print.
Oh, nice.
And then
I got it in the Indiegogo near the end as well. So
then you'll also be getting this one. Thank you guys so much for backing. I don't like calling my backers idiots or
Do you like doxing them?
Imagine,
I would consider doxing you guys if you mildly annoy me in some way. I would dox my back.
We're like,
no, I'm kidding. That's a joke.
And I use the
book looks
cards
amazing
for official Yu-Gi-Oh use.
Well, it is the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
season.
I was always more of a Pokemon guy.
I mean, we have entered the season of giving, so giving shit.
Digimon is far superior, so just letting you guys know.
I agree with
Kids in your
that.
pokey digi stuffs.
I mean, I like all of those, but Digimon's superior. I'm just saying.
That's all right.
Agreed.
You and Selena, man, you guys love the Digimons.
But like Digimon has a darker story. They actually grow up, and
so much.
there's far more deaths and stuff, and there's more stakes. We'll just say it.
Oh, there were no stakes in
All more
Pokemon
drama.
at all. Even when
Gigantic
I was
monsters with weapons too. I mean, you can't beat that.
when I was a little kid and I was super into Pokemon. So like 5 minutes ago, I was like I'd be like, oh, I could miss like 5 episodes of Pokemon and nothing happens.
Pretty much.
So yeah,
You are McLovin.
Yep, that's me.
And to the most talented and artistic member of the panel and newest member of the Corecast, Battsauce. What you got going on, man?
Thank you for proper recognition. Yeah, guys, I have a book out. Big surprise. It's if you have Amazon Prime, like, dude, it's $7.99.
Give me the link.
to enlighten your life, that's pretty freaking cheap, guys. I promise a lot of laughs. The most cathartic experience of your life. It's Harry Potter meets Office Space, guys. There's no reason not to get in, especially Christmas coming up. Somebody who's in IT, especially like any customer service job, especially IT. Like, dude, get them this book.
So they're probably
they're gonna get a blast out of this. It's gonna be a cheap present that they're gonna be like, dude, this is so cool. But besides, I also put the link for my Iron Seas channel, which is the show I co-host Tuesdays 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We are 8 subscribers away from 100. So if we can get past that, that'd be cool, guys, because that's like the best show
tonight.
ever.
There's enough people in the chat to make that happen.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's all.
All right. Diesel.
Yeah, we got Space Jockeys on Sunday. We're going over the Resident Evil movies, all 30 of them.
Oh, snap. What time?
Pretty much.
Hey, what time do you want to?
We should start early. Probably about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so that will be 7 Central, 8 Pacific, 5 avocado time. Yeah.
Yuck.
So
should be
5
fun.
p.m.
We're gonna have hopefully we'll have a few people on there. I think we got Tiny may be on there. Anna's Gameland may be on there. Nate may be on there. Darnell, Iron.
I could try to crash it. I love Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Come on
man,
in.
jump
Everybody's
on in, man.
welcome.
I've rewatched all of them, and I am with the rewatching this last one. I am with the strong belief that this last one is the worst. The other one's pretty good. This last one,
but the
Hey.
actress is hot, so that it makes up.
Hey,
for it.
man, and I will go ahead and say she is the hottest in the 2002, that first one. I've been watching those very closely, and they
Like,
cut her
it
a
has-
ah, bad haircut in the third one, like a mullet looking thing.
Like, it has nothing to do with the games, but just because of her, you could sit and watch
Yeah,
the movie.
Dude.
Yeah, is her character even in the game?
I love those
No.
movies. I don't remember the last one. That I may not have even seen it.
Yeah,
think
it's
I
like
have.
the last. No, she's not. She's like a totally original character, and then they brought they took a couple of elements, but he started adding more elements for the game and adding characters from the games that were into the movies, and it was just I don't know. It was kind of a cool mix of stuff, and it was
And
like she was
they're
a
bad
badass
movies,
chick.
but they're good.
Yeah, I've seen
They're
one
good
of them.
bad movies. Yeah,
And it was very dumb.
They are dumb. They're
they are
dumb
kind
in
of
the
dumb,
greatest
but
way,
it's
though.
good
They're
action, man. It was
enjoyable.
like you want to, she's actually a semi-believable action person.
Yeah, I like that other movie with her, Ultraviolet. Everybody hates it. It's like watching a video game. I was fine with it. It's stupid, but I enjoyed it. All right. And to the late, great co-host, Professor Savage Dad, what you got going on, man?
I know, right? Oh, dude, no, I deserve that. I'm super pissed that I missed out on Jay. I just got done on a
for
comic
you,
book.
man.
It frustrates me. Whatever. It was a long ass day. It's been a long week. I'll be glad to be back home tomorrow. It's nice to be back home with the family. But yeah, I've been going hard on comic books lately. I dropped I just backed the Achromatic Green and the coloring book, and I wanted to come on because I remember distinctly Jay on stream talking about his next book and everything else. And he'd actually posted a picture I took of my son, or he brought up on the show on his show a picture of my son I posted on X and tagged him. My son was reading it because he's into Sonic, so everything blue is interesting. So he saw the blue ball and he really liked the book. He was looking through, he's checking it out. It's a great kids book. It's a really good kid story, Achromatic Blue, that is, that you can even enjoy as an adult. Like, it's one of those things. It was
I like kid.
All ages.
I still watch really well-made kid shows and cartoons and movies.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Super Mario Brothers, and I know.
I love Super Mario Brother. But I super chatted them and they told him that my son wanted a coloring, like to be a color, because my son loves to draw, like the ball and Achromatic Blue, and wanted a coloring book of it since it was kind of a story about color. And he said, do people want that? Is it something everybody was into? So I just wanted to take a smidgen of credit for putting the idea in his head to put a coloring book out with this next book of his, because my son wanted one. So I ordered that. I have that as part of it as well. And I just, I've got a lot of stuff coming. I just picked up the new G.I. Joe. I want to start doing some.
Oh yeah.
Locking it. The short, like single issues, I usually don't pick up a lot of them, but when I do, I want to.
You talking about the Skybound one, right? The new Skybound.
Yeah, the new Skybound one. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah. I haven't finished it. I got about halfway through. It's pretty good, man.
Oh, dude, I got too many covers of it.
Wow.
Dude, they had the Baroness cover that it was like, oof. They had that the Cobra Commander with Duke in the visor,
in the reflection. That is awesome, dude.
That's such a good cover. And I had to get the two squad covers. So I got the Joe cover and the Cobra cover. But I'm probably gonna give it a read. I want to try to put some little 5-minute videos out when I do it. Whenever I find a single issue, because usually I'm all about trades. I just finished reading Ultimate Spider-Man that I want to get a review out.
Oh, let me know.
Yeah, I might review with MSK.
I gotta get back to reading and reviewing comics and just doing that kind of content. I've been so busy creating, I haven't gotten to it.
Well,
Skybound's Energon universe is on fire right now with the
G.I. Joe,
Transformers, Void Rivals. All of that is just awesome.
I can definitely recommend. I don't recommend a lot of mainstream stuff. Ultimate Spider-Man, I can definitely recommend as well, the new one. I feel like Marvel's going to pull the wool out from under me because that's what DC did when they gave Superman kids. So I don't trust it, but what I got from it was worthwhile. But yeah, so comic book stuff, just tons of it. I've got, obviously I've got Heroic Tales coming. I've got Phenomenova coming once those both get out. Horseman just shipped today. So
yes.
Yeah,
I thought it ships on Tuesday.
I've got shipping notice that hit my email today. So
okay, I didn't get a shipping notice. So
because the campaign ends on Monday, doesn't it? And then they ship Tuesday.
I don't know. So I got a shipping notice today for it. So I saw it's coming out. So I'm like, all right. Well,
I am so behind on Rippaverse. I've got a lot of stuff I gotta buy once I have the.
I backed Bloodroot as well.
Yeah, I just ordered Bloodroot today actually because I got paid.
I need to get Yaira on. That's how far back I am. But I decide since I know his books are gonna be there, they're gonna be there. There are a lot of other people I wanted to support that I haven't had time yet. So that's why I got John's book.
There's so many books to support.
I'm getting Battsauce's book, which is cheap, so I can get another. I'm getting BS Warren's book.
Whoa! The price is low. It's not cheap though. High quality.
The high quality at a discount price.
Yeah, see, that's why we all need to get.
I can buy.
We all need to get monetized so we can start buying everything.
Yeah, all right.
Be nice.
It's a short price for the short best.
Short price. Yeah.
Speaking of monetized, Iron, you've got 52 viewers on Rumble, which is the highest we've ever had on Rumble.
That's the highest I've had.
Oh damn!
Thank you guys.
Everybody watching on Rumble, thank you.
No, dude, I make more money when I stream on Rumble.
Please follow. That'd be great.
Nice.
Is it still an annoying thing like you have to schedule in advance and all that on Rumble?
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't do it. I wanted to.
If you use Rumble Studio, you can just jump in Rumble Studio and kick it off. It's all integrated in there. If you're still in StreamYard or something else, you got to get the stream key. You don't have to schedule. I mean, you can just go live now. But they're still like moving the stream key around and the rest of the crap. They do have a beta for the static stream key, so that way you don't have to change the damn stream key every time. You can just load it.
I never have to change my stream key. That's the greatest thing. I haven't had to since the first time I got it figured out and put it in there. I haven't had to fuck with it ever since. So it's great.
Yeah. So I like. I mean, I've been planning to move to Rumble Studio anyways. I just don't want to keep paying for StreamYard. I'm not using half the features that they need in it. With OBS, I can get most of the shit done that I need to do, and Rumble Studio is pretty robust now. It's just you have to spend the time to load a lot of the clips and other things that you want to have in there for it. So
Streamlabs is much cheaper.
Yeah,
I started using Streamlabs.
I might look into that. I'm getting killed with StreamYard. It's so expensive now.
Yeah.
How much is it? More than $20 a month?
$45.
Yeah.
What the job? I would have never paid for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's like a $9 version of Streamlabs, but you can only have like 5 people on. You can have like a good amount of people with the $19 one.
Man, they done
And-
figured out everybody's using his StreamYard.
See, and I like having a real large big panel. It's just it's
Really?
more fun that way. Yeah, I was cutting it down for a while, but it's just more chaotic and just it's just more fun.
Yeah, it's like a
not
it's like
every-
a big pile up on the interstate, man. It's fun to look
Right.
at.
Yep.
Right.
Look at them.
Yeah, I'm from Houston. I know what that's about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, after the fight, we all re-meet. Anybody that wants to jump on, I'm jumping on Emerald stream, and we will catch up after the fight and talk about it a little bit, and then talk about whatever you guys wanted to talk about it since it's your show. Come in and just be like the fight.
Pretty much kind of where I'm going to break a little bit from the theme, and we'll start off a little bit with a little bit of fight, and then we'll go into the theme of the night.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Looking forward to it. Everybody go subscribe to Emerald's channel. Just starting out, so good to see it. All right, well, that's the show, everybody. Big thanks to Drunk3PO, Jay,
Thank
the
you.
accomplished comic book creator. That was a really, really good interview. A lot of fun. So, I mean, it was everybody here was so lucky to have been here. And am I right, Professor?
Oh, wow.
But that's the show, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Same
Later.
time at the channel. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please like, share,
Thank
subscribe,
you.
all that stuff. And talk to you later. Heart out. Bye.
Bye.
And
Bye.